Whoops. Hello, hi. We're live, I think. Kobold time. I just booted the world. I'm just waiting for... it was doing a little bit of a fucky lag, just loading in. But, welcome. We're back to Kobold Dimension. So, I held a poll on the Discord, and I was like, oh, what do you guys want to see? You want to do some hell diving? You want to do some, vintage? And overwhelmingly, it was vintage. So that's a good sign. I'm glad everybody's enjoying this experience. For the most part. Goals for today. We're just gonna kind of do some building. We've kind of been doing a lot of, like, random adventures, random things. Like, it's mostly just gonna be a lot of housekeeping. Probably planning and rebuilding the houses, you know, things like that. Like, I want to tackle this one at some point, but I don't really know what I want to do with it yet. Like... It's kind of in this weird corner. There's also this over here, which, oh, I don't have a lantern on me. There's this thing over here, which, like, I don't even really know what to do with this. It's almost like a study into a bunk room, but it's just kind of... We obviously don't need a bunk room like this, but it could be neat. Also, this over here is kind of weird. They're, like, couldn't even afford doors. Not even any, like, rotted doors here, mind you. It's just this. So, I don't know. We'll figure out something with that. Also, the back side of the place, too. Maybe we could do, like, a little garden or something. And then there's the biggest building, which is this thing. It's like a, well, frankly, I don't know what this is. It looked like it's a library down there, and this is a shattered room. And then in here is just this. They barricaded themselves in here. But it also has, like, this secondary walkway, so... I don't know, we might get rid of the secondary walkway. See what we'll do with this, but... Lots of things we need to get done. More work on the path, probably. More work on just lots of things around here in general, frankly. It's just going to be housework time. We might end up, however, going out to get more quartz. We do need a lot of quartz at the moment, so, we have, like... barely any. We need some for, like, glass, for windows, for lots of things. How much do we have? We have a grand total of fucking no quartz, so... Probably gonna go find some quartz. Take the adventure chest out and just go. We have a few bombs, so we could just ore bomb it. Realistically. But... I'm not sure. Valuable rock. Building stuff. Bones. We should go check the food supply, too. I kind of want to do more stuff with sod, too. I like the way sod looks for buildings, so maybe we could do, like, a farm shed or something out of sod. Like a barn, maybe? Maybe we should make the animals a barn. Maybe just a better animal zone in general, because we kind of have just done this. Do anything firing over here? I forgot. No, nothing firing, so we could do a bunch of clay stuff. Probably do more charcoal. Get into bread making. Future's bright. I think I kind of have a semblance of what a plan is going to be. So my idea is that we have, so the smithy it's not done, but it's at least functional. Our house is kind of crusty and gross, but I've kind of enjoyed it. But I think maybe we should build, not here, but I think maybe turning in that big building into, like, food processing might be interesting. And my logic for that is, like, this doesn't lend itself to it, right? But this, right here, could actually serve as a really good windmill location. It's already a naturally high tower. It's not, like, kind of crusty and, like, out of the way. It's got, like, this going on. So we could poke, like, a windmill out the front or the back, and it's not too... weird, meaning we could set up hev hammers, we could set up whatever the hell we want here. I think that might be the play. Maybe. That's at least the general thesis for what we've got going on, but it's, I guess we'll just figure it out as time comes. We just gotta take it as we go and see exactly what appeals or what doesn't appeal. Like, what the mood is. What we're feeling, you know? It's, let me see here. I'm getting 50 million texts. Excuse me. Somebody trying to, Hold on. Just gotta make sure that people know that I'm busy. I mean, I have a sign. I have like a little light up sign that I use, but you know, it's still worth just noting like, hey, I'm busy, can't really like do anything right now, you know. Lanterns too would be good. More lanterns, more just lots of different things that we could do. We gotta take this slow. Also, we really need to fix this room up. I kind of had like a dining hall vibe into a bedroom with the spare attic space, but now it's just kind of... The attic space was mostly just opportunistic. So... I don't know. Also, for some reason, this counts as a greenhouse right here. No idea why. I think it's counting this as a greenhouse, like this little in-between thing, but unless leaf blocks count for greenhouses, but even then, this should not be counting as a greenhouse. Maybe we could build like a natural greenhouse. Might be interesting. Let's go purify this water real quick. There you are. Oh, there we go. 9 boiled water. Probably shouldn't take that much to boil, but there we go. So yeah, that's our plan. That's pretty much all I have planned. It's just a lot of like working around the place and figuring out what I want to do and just letting inspiration strike where it strikes. We're probably, I guess number 1 would be getting quartz. We should just probably get quartz out of the way quick. Where do we have like a decent quartz deposit? I mean, we could go up there. It's super close, and we could just kind of dig down. Also, is there a ruin right there? That might just be gravel, but I never really noticed that. There's more quartz there. That was easy. Yeah, that's fine. We're carrying these in the chest anyway, and actually, more specifically, we're only really carrying 1 on us. So, that's fine. 6 people voted for a vintage stream, but there's like nobody watching. Ouch. I don't know, maybe everybody's just gonna come in time. Worst comes to worst, I've learned at this point, just give it time. We'll see. I keep my view count off, though. That's honestly just for the best. Anyway, hello. How's it going, homie? You doing okay? Stuff that in there. Oh. Why didn't I put the pythons in here? The hammer... There we go. Wow, the adventure chest is kind of stocked at this point. We don't even need most of these meals. I just realized these are mostly empty. We could leave the bowl here, but... Let's go get some quartz. I mean, I am pretty sporadic with my stream times too, frankly. Just, okay, I'm starting now. See you guys in a second. Type of thing. We don't need a cooking pot with us this time around. We're just gonna make a journey up there for the quartz. It shouldn't be too long, I imagine. Just gonna be like a quick and dirty, here's the quartz vein, we bomb the shit out of it, and then we come back. But, I mean, honestly, we might not bomb it, we kind of need the mining XP, plus we're getting better rates if we're just mining it out. But, you know. Maybe we should save the bombs for the, like, iron. The streams in general seem to be doing alright, so that's nice. Again, not like I'm super popular. I've kind of always capped out at a specific point. Not for lack of trying, mind you. But it's fine. Hope everybody's been having a wonderful Friday. I slept a little later than I probably should have, but I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling alright. Not as, like, wow, amazing like yesterday, but, you know, good enough. Here's quartz. Quartz, quartz, quartz. Quince, 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 quince. Just gonna dig straight down here then. Yay, more dirt pits. We love dirt pits. We love dirt pits. We love instability. I was promised quartz. Where is my quartz? It's just granite. It's a lie. Where's the quartz? Let's conglomerate too. Oh, never mind. Not conglomerate. That should be a little bit better to see. There we go. Okay, we might actually bomb this just because it's a little faster. Probably need a way out though. Here we go. We can just sprint out here when we're done. Yeah, a lot of people voted for the vintage stream, but I don't know. I guess we'll see who shows up. And if we get any new people. Be nice. No. A little more violent than I expected there, but kind of all right at least. I can only watch streams when I'm eating dinner, but while the sun is out, I have these Bluetooth headphones and a data plan. Well, I appreciate that you even stopped by. Like, there's a lot of people who just kind of stop by, even though they're doing, you know, actual things. And I always appreciate it. It's nice to know that people will take time out of their day to come say hello. Or to just vibe. Also, that was a lot of quartz, unrelated note. Kinda glad we just bombed that. There's still more quartz around. That was a lot of quartz. I kind of expected like a surface vein or something to that effect, not like... I mean, I knew it was at least decently thick, but not like... not like this. There's like still way more quartz here to actually obliterate. Just get this out of the way. All this conglomerate collapsed on it. Oh, there's a wolf around. Might be free food. Oh, there's more. See, that's why you always check where rocks collapse, because sometimes you get like rocks that are covering like single holes, and the single holes have like tons of random resources from like bombs. There's also probably a chance we just missed some when we were doing our thing. Anything in here? No. Okay. Did I bring supports with us? I hope I did. I almost said I hope we did, like I like chat was necessarily here, but no. Let's just pack dirt this. Get some packed dirt and just kind of... I mean, technically I could just Kobold Claw out. I'm just kind of worried that if I don't, like, cover this, we're just going to get constant problems of, like, things jumping in, but I could be wrong. Kobold Claws? Kobold Claws? Why are my Kobold Claws not working? Why are my Kobold Claws not working? They're, like, working... Is it because it's... Apparently I can't climb the ore block for whatever implementation this mod uses, so... That's kind of jank. Here's our supports. Kind of real jank, actually, but... Take our lantern in there, and we're just gonna get mining. Ideally, we can probably support some of this. Like this. But depending on how... I was with the support beam. I think the support beam delaying the actual fall from hitting me in the face is kind of what saved our ass right there. Okay. Maybe a little bit more support beam. Perhaps. Should work. And... I think we can just put this here. Should be fine. I'll take another bomb. I don't really want to use too many, but this kind of looks like the perfect spot for it. I think we're okay here. Man, I can see why people love using the ore blasting bombs. I never really bothered with them for the longest time, but just being able to get shitloads of quartz without actually having to sit here for 3 hours mining it is very nice. We're still gonna mine some out, of course, but... Oh. Man, if only we needed slate cobblestone still, huh? Doing perfect. Thing up here. The slate is very unstable. Yeah, very unstable. I mean, I imagine slate's kind of a soft rock, so... Let's just try and do our best to get most of this. And we're running out of hunger like crazy. Because it's like too warm around here? I mean, we're carrying a lantern on us when we really don't need to be, but still. Let's just eat the rest of our meal. Yeah, see, okay, we're good. Normal. Hey, Sal. Yep, we are kobolin. Oh, bowling! Mostly, this is gonna be like a build stream, or like mostly just us kind of sticking around the commune. I just realized, however, we do need quartz. So there's a quartz vein right here we are, mauling. Or at least attempting to. Every time I go into it, there's, partially collapses, so... It's just, like, trying. I'm trying to support most of this, but... It's kind of, very unstable. Like, let's do this. Just don't want the thing giving out on us while we're doing our thing. These aren't really the most efficient supports either, but it's fine. Who cares? This one... we'll mine it. I need to stop bombing it. Okay, support's doing their job. So we're gonna need quite a few stacks of quartz. We're gonna need it to just start firing glass on all cylinders, but you need to come, like, right here. There we go. We're gonna need it to start firing glass on all cylinders, but... Free Undertale with every bomb purchase. Yeah, real. Like, honestly. Such a mess. 100% free Undertale, or your money back. See, I like how I put supports and it's still unstable right here. This place is just dangerous. Okay, see, veins like this make me think bombing it isn't actually that bad of an idea. Like, I keep going, oh, we could use the bombs for something else, right? But, like, look at this. Look at how deep this vein is. I'm just gonna... I mean... Look. Look. I shouldn't use another bomb for this. However... also this one. However... I mean... How stable is it? Even this is unstable. Come on. The whole thing's unstable. Like right here. All this is fine. World's worst supports. Look. You know what I'm doing. Just want that piece. Power of the crawling mod. Please don't collapse. Oh! Yeah, look at this. Just so much fucking quartz. This place is, yeah, super unstable. Oh, come on, the game the happy-go-lucky music was playing. Nothing's completely collapsed on us yet, so that's a start, right? I'm just gonna make a severe lapse of my judgment and just need a support beam over here. This is kind of more dangerous in my opinion. It's just this, and then like anything else, yeah, like look at that. You can kind of staple support beams like that. Technically, that's the most efficient way to do it. I think it sucks. Because like the support beam just supports the block, and then when it's supported, it has like a radius, right? It's from the anchor point, so doing this doesn't support everything either. But that's why I do sticks like this. These do work, though. Okay, how much quartz do we need? Do we need more quartz? Is this a more quartz scenario? I mean, this looks like a little like a more quartz scenario. Just gonna tuck this one in right here, and this is the last one we're blowing up on quartz. Okay, we should be good on quartz for now. Keep in mind we're losing 10% of the yield by doing this, but we're just making it up by speed. Oh, that one was bad. Blocks the whole mountainside. Oh, that one sucks. I mean, the vein's great, don't get me wrong, but, like... I love collapsing mountainsides for profit. Yummy, yummy profits. Can you believe it? Quartz coin is on the rise. I wonder why. What could have led to this? Dude, there's still more quartz here. Okay, we're not going to have any quartz problems. Oh, come here. Getting that. We're getting lots of clear quartz, too, which is actually what we need for lanterns. We can start making candles now that we have a decent source of beeswax, too. I'm gonna mine this out, because I feel like this is covering some of our profits. Could be wrong, but... yeah, like, this is... at least I thought this was covering some of our profits. I might have just got unlucky with the 10% chance. Doesn't look like it, but... well, all this is going to get turned into paths, at the very least. And we got a new slate mine if we ever need to come down here and get slate. Any more over here? Was really hoping there was like a deposit of quartz that we just kind of, you know, accidentally shuffled into a rock or something, but no, it's kind of just... yeah, if there is, I can't tell. Maybe right here. Maybe, but... no, nothing. Anything up here? No? Seems like we got all of it. Oh, maybe this. Nope. What's our mining skill at, even? 221. I don't know how much we actually level by, getting quartz. I imagine not that much, but... I'd be wrong. I'm just finishing off this stack we have on our, hotbar. Oh, there we go. We got an extra one there, I think. Okay, let's get out of here. That's enough quartz mining for one day. Again, lots of spare material, too. Clean this up a little bit. I really feel like there's like an accidental bit of, quartz just somewhere in a block, you know what I mean? I have this vague, like, sixth sense that, like, we have abandoned some quartz somewhere around here, and I just can't find it. I think I'm wrong, but I just have this feeling. There we go. Get the hell out of here. Kaboom. God. Oh, here's more quartz bits. Sweet. Why not? We do have an empty stack in our one more. What's one more little stack, chat? What's one more? Just because we have some. What's a one little stack between homies, you know? Between friends. I guess this just goes to show how lucky we were with that silver deposit. Oh. Man, all these... This slate makes me nervous. I mean, I know slate's a soft rock, but it still makes me really nervous. It's also kind of an excuse to get clear quartz. We have only a single stack of... Oh, no, we have like 2. 34 for clear quartz. And a stack. That's not too bad. Clear quartz is what you need for lanterns, so... Come on. When in doubt, mine from a distance. If there's one thing I've learned from minerals like hypermining autism when it comes to this game, it is mine from a distance. That man is prophetic. Just do not mine up close and personal if you care to live. It will get you killed, even with supports. Ooh, turnips. Merp. Hello, Deku. You missed us blowing up a shitload of quartz. For quartz. It's going to be a building stream, and then I realized we don't have quartz. So we needed quartz. I should honestly, once I deposit all this stuff too, we should probably take down a redwood or 2 for wood. Bloomery stream. Yeah, pretty much. We're gonna have to make fire clay bricks. We make them at a pretty cheap discount though, so that's nice. Should go get copper at some point too. Or I hope we don't burn through all our copper, but I'm mostly gonna cheap out and use like copper plates and things for anything we need. We have tons of beeswax, so probably gonna make a lot of candles too. We could pan that bony soil. We do kind of need to pan that bony soil in the hope of getting like candles. I might just sacrifice a copper plate and be like, oh no, I made the copper version. You know what? Deku, how spiritually logged in... Oh wait, did we get rid of all our copper plates? No, they're upstairs. Deku, how spiritually logged in do you feel to this playthrough right now? Just hypothetically, you know, just asking for a friend, you know, just asking if you would play, like, you know, hypothetically you're a prospector right now, right? You're like in a real prospecting mood. Just making sure, you know? You really love your prospecting, right? Anyway, hold on, let me actually Oh no! Wow. Prospecting is cool. There we go. Look, he did that! All thanks to Deku. Look, he did it. Nice. Good job, Deku. I'm proud of you. Did that reset our traits? No, I don't know what was resetting our traits before. All thanks to Deku. Oh yeah, we have raw bricks right here. Okay. I'm gonna make a bunch of bloomeries. My R key's getting worse. I pressed R 5 times. God. R. Here we go. It's fine. I know we're out of fire clay. We're just gonna make more. And then I can just preload these with quartz. Metric ton of glass. Okay. Then also gotta get rid of all this stuff. I mean, technically we use this for paths, but I think this will just eat into all this for paths. Yeah, it'll just eat into all that for paths. We'll do we have a bunch of path slabs, but I'll make some anyway just in case. Can't hurt. Let me get rid of this. I can't do anything other than stare at it sternly. Just, you know, just give it that look of, like, disapproval. Fatherly disapproval, you know what I mean? It'll understand. It will understand, don't worry. It knows its sins. It's R-key-related sins. Take those with us. Actually, nope. Put these in the adventure chest, just for later. Everything else is pretty much okay. Now let's see. Where did we put that bony soil? Desoldering? Shit. Oh, that's gonna suck. I've never desoldered a key. I have never had a key fail. I've had multiple keycaps fail, specifically on this keyboard I'm using, that I've janked together over the years. I have never had... Well, I got replacements as well, so those also failed, but I've never actually had the key switch fail. Not yet. Hopefully never, but... you never know. Yum yum boiled water. Do any berries? We could... Cranberry fresh for, like, a few days. Let's see if we could just, like... Oh, cool. I don't know what mod adds that, but being able to, shift right-click in there, or just control-click in there is nice. I don't know if that's a vanilla thing, but, you didn't used to be able to just click into it, and it would work. These spare berries, because they're gonna get bad. That's food for the animals. That's food for here. Technically, I could bake it. I don't care. Stuff is only fresh for 2 days, but it's fine. Just eating slowly. I can't believe our old pan got upgraded. That's crazy. Isn't it crazy that that happened? Let's see what we get this time. It's gonna be like 50 silver immediately. Already tin bronze. Already a tin bronze arrowhead. That's actually really good for bismuth bronze. Not bad. Shoot sections? I've never really used the chutes. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I should. I've just never sat down and been time to do piping because it requires gravity and it's really weird. Oh, look, free copper. This is already just infinitely more worth it than using a normal pan. Should I just bite the bullet and turn off class recipes? Maybe I should. I feel like that's too cheaty. Granted, I literally did just pull this out of the ether, but you know, Deku did. He was here spiritually, so it's fine. He was spiritually aligned with the idea of prospecting, so you know, it's got to be like a cultivation joke in there somewhere, right? Beaming my prospecting energy at you. Yeah, just... Oh, no! Prospecting beams! This is gonna get a candle right now. Candle right now. Candle maxing. No. Candle right now. Candle is here. Now we're not getting shit. I don't know if we're rolling unlucky. I assume we are. Or something's happening here. We're getting gold out of this is the funny thing. Still no silver. I'll just throw this here for a second and just How's the farm doing, by the way, while we're out here? Here, this pan, we're not going to kill this pan. It can go right here. It's decorative now. Flax is coming along. Don't use up all your loot luck. You might need it. That is true. Crops are slowly coming along. It's kind of a little too hot for some of them, but that's nothing we can do about that. I should heat up some of those copper pan, or some of the copper to make nails and strips from our chests. That seems like a good enough idea as any. Then I need like a piece of charcoal. Really don't need much for this. Aren't you glad this place is like organized now? Kind of. It's actually like worth using. Kind of know where everything is for the most part. Can I turn this back into a... Maybe, can I just like chisel this? This might be useless. Might not be able to do anything with this, but I'm hoping we can. I still left the chiseled. Where did I put the chisels? Like, actually, where did I put the chisels? I thought they were up here. They're not in the tool rack. Where did the chisels go? Down here? I left them down here because I still wasn't doing things. Yeah, we can't chisel that out, so that sucks. I was saying a free piece of copper. That is not a free piece of copper. Tin bronze arrowhead's nice, though. Native gold. There it is. I should really just... You know what? I'm going to do it. I keep saying I'm going to do it. Like 317, right? Maybe it's 2217. I don't need that much, but nah, whatever, it's fine. It don't matter. I love the way the rain sounds right now. It just... 150 units. No, I actually need 22, I think. Two 16. Forgive me. Forgive me, chat, I've lied to you. Yet again, I've lied. Little liar. It's over. My non-existent streaming career evaporates before me in the face of this heinous scandal. Heinous scandal, I tell you. Gonna make a hammer. Copper goes up there. Hammer mold is up here. So we don't have to keep looking for the same hammer each time, and we can just take one with us and not feel too bad. Here we go. Pretty easy to make nails and strips, honestly. Need like one more double chest. And then the rest is like fair for whatever we want to use it for. So we need 2 more. Red hot, of course. That's the only way you can use them. Otherwise, you're just cheating, you know? Ta-da! Chest wall's done. This one is coincidentally going to be the quartz dimension temporarily because we have a lot of quartz. Planks, I think I'm going to need you for something. I'm going to leave you here. Native copper can just go in here and chill. Nails and strips can go in here because it's commonly associated with wood. Oh. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we could do with, like, nails and strips. Like, a lot. We can make gates, metal tanks. I mean, I guess if we wanted to make metal tanks, barrels, tavern tables, perhaps. Ammo pouches on belt. Neat stuff. This one's staying in here. Oh, perfect. That already finished. That was quick. Cool. We'll just lean those right there for now. You know, the resonator has been here this whole time. I'm going to eventually move it, but there's no reason we're just not keeping the resonator stuff, like, right here. You know what I mean? Like, if it's right here, we might as well just make it look good. This is the tool zone. Probably gonna need sticks at some point, too. Just kind of trying to put them against the wall like this so they're taking up less space. Same with that. Done. We need sticks for, tool racks? I think we need sticks for tool racks. Yeah, we do need sticks for tool racks. Make another tool rack. I want to just keep... We're going to start, like, keeping tools up here. So, like, the scythe can go up here. Probably up there. Farming tools. The chisels can stay here. Rubble hammer can go over here near the other things for this. And same with the saw. Because the saw... It kind of makes sense that we have, like, utility things that we need. Farming equipment and, like, things like that. The processing for stone. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously there'll be more tool racks, but for now, that's just what we have. That's still burning. Oh. Pathwise. I think it's time we finally start planning out a bit more of a path. This will kind of be the world's worst path. The path started out strong when I had an actual semblance of what I was doing, and it's getting weaker over time the more I'm just like, fuck it, path here. But it'll make a little bit of our walk easier. I also want to lower this eventually down, like this sandbar over here, but we have our cactuses growing there, so I kind of can't. I can do this, thin it down a little bit. Oh, that's perfect timing. We finally lost the handle. The metal part's kept, but that handle broke. Oh, that's sad. That's the end of an era. Toolhead's in pristine fucking condition, though. Hello. Hi. How are you? Welcome to this. Playing some vintage. I need to wrap this real quick. There it is. Playing some vintage. Just chilling. Body hates me. How about you? I'm doing alright. Having an okay day for once. I say for once, like I wasn't having a great day yesterday, but, you know. Going pretty good. This hammer temporarily. And... ta-da! There's our shovel. Back. Good as new. Back to explaining about the path. We're, cutting out room for a path. Technically, we live here, but... maybe we'll do, like, half steps or something. Cut diagonal, perhaps. Hey, wow, the whole rainwater plan is actually kind of working, surprisingly enough. I'm actually genuinely surprised that the rainwater donators are kind of, doing their thing. It's still getting rained on right here. Move the barrel out of the way. Yeah, so we're just playing some vintage. Doing some, settlement building stuff, because we've kind of been slacking on that. Look at my keyboard. I have no keycaps on, but through the magic of muscle memory, I can still type. Yeah, no, I could do that shit too. It's very satisfying when you can pull it off, but then sometimes, I mean, you've seen it. Deku will be chatting, and I'll type something without looking, and then, like, half the time it'll work, the other half of the time I'll just flub it completely. Kind of a shitty turn. And we'll do path up to, like, places that we're using. Don't know where we're going to set the farms, though. So now we can actually move between this a little faster. The farm pathway is probably going to be... I mean, it probably should be heading down from here. Also, I don't have to path this. There's no reason to path this. It just looks kind of like... I just like the idea of us walking this so much, there's a path. Anyway, what's next on the agenda? Ow. Slap my headphone. Ugh. Maybe we could... this might be a scenario where we just go and do more panning forever. Infinite pan dimension. Yeah, we're gonna pan a little bit more. Welcome to the panning stream, everybody. I think the quartz is still going, so... Wow, a copper arrowhead. This is useless. A diamond. We can probably sell that. Sell that for merchant money. May have actually fixed my R key. Hopefully he did. I feel like we've already used up all the good panning luck. Oh, there's a piece of silver! Second one from panning. Across this whole playthrough. There it is. A gear? I mean, the gear's not the worst thing. The diamond is, for all intents and purposes, a gear, because we can just go spend it. Assuming the merchant even wants to buy it. I mean, we should go check if the merchant wants to buy it real quick. He's, like, right there. It also gives me an excuse to not pan. I said we should. I realize we should. I recognize that we have 29 bony soil and then some. However, panning is very, very boring. And I feel like there's better things we could be doing with our time. Wow. Nice. I mean, the piece of flax twine ain't the worst. Not a super consistent way to get flax twine, but it's something. Need more vegetable in our life, so, gonna try and get a mushroom stew going real quick. Here we go. Here we go. This is why I keep torches. Like, torch holders are genuinely actually super useful just for lighting things. We also need to get rid of this. Like, this whole area in general just kind of... It's very crusty. We need to redo the whole interior in here. I don't know. Maybe tear down the whole thing, replace it with, like, granite. I didn't mind the orange at first, but as we keep playing, I'm like, I'm getting real sick of the orange. I'm getting real sick of the orange everywhere. I don't mind it on other buildings. It's just of the buildings that we're in, it's like, one of them is like, you know, slate. And then this one's just crusty orange. We could also improve this cellar dramatically by just digging it into the ground and making more space. There's like so many different things we could do to make this not suck. What's that bowl? I left it out there. Yummy rainwater. These aren't getting rainwater anyway, so... Oh, need fire bricks too. That's also what we need to do, fire bricks. Might as well leave this one out here too. More rainwater, the better. So we, luckily, have a lot of fire clay, and we get discounts for fire clay too, so... We're gonna just turn all of this into bricks, into wet bricks. So, like, normally, for example, you'd need 4, but we get a recipe for 2. So we're just getting double. Which is very nice. Gonna be even nicer when we get, what are they called? Refractory bricks? I get 16 per... That's good enough. Did you fix your R key? Can you in fact R? Are you allowed to R? To reload. Oh, that's thatch. Like a thatch hut for something. I imagine we're gonna need like 10 of this. I could be wrong, but I imagine we're gonna need a lot of this. 10 per. We're really gonna have to go take down a redwood for sticks. Ah, no double presses so far. Good. Welcome to the R zone. You're now allowed to play the video game. This goes with the dead people stuff. And that goes in here. This is all stone. That's wood. It's the dirt dimension. I guess, do we count path as... count that as building, I think. Building stuff. These are technically valuables, but not particularly, just there. Copper arrowheads, we're going to hoard these again, unless I can just, like, do something else with these. But for now, they're just going to go on the ground with this tin bronze one. And the shoot section. Wow. Should grind some bone meal at some point, too. Okay. I know we have, like, that 9 glass on us. I'm just going to put that in there for a second. Actually, no, I will forget it in there. I'm gonna go real quick, check if the merchant has any trades for this stuff. Also, we need some more grain in our lives. Something rotted. I don't remember what it was, so it's probably not important. Probably berries. Spelt grain with rye grain and a little bit of flax grain. Wow. The grain dimension. Very grain, very plain. Don't have anything. We have all these bowls too. We use these for like fat candles. I've been mentioning having like spacer lights around. We have like these, so it's not like we're in shit creek. We could also currently use them to gather rainwater. Just opportunistically while we're here. I'm actually gonna take 2 of those. I want like 4 fat lanterns real quick. Just that I can throw them around somewhere. Also, we need to start making candles too. Candles are... Let's see. We could get peat. This is actually a use for peat. If we were to go get seed oils and rope, it kind of shifts the power dynamic for making them away from, like, bees, but, yeah, we could do that. Use that pre-gelatin, too. How good are these for? 150? What if I, like, throw this down? 149. Okay, they're kind of better in there. 151 versus 152. Okay, we'll just keep them in there. Normally I like keeping them on shelves, but... take that. Should have at least left myself 1 bowl to eat with. That would have been a good idea. Yum. Let's go check at the merchant, see if he wants to buy some stuff. But yeah, I wanted a spacer lantern here specifically. I'm sick of that specific spot just being dark for no reason. It's like right there. I kind of want to put one... I feel like I should have one out here, but not sure. I feel like putting 1 or 2 back here would help prevent drifters from spawning around. Like this. And then lastly 1. Maybe right here. There we go. That's a bit better. The more light we have, the better, frankly. Nothing in the tree hollow. Kimchi. Oh, we could check the resin trees while we're out here. I think they're right here. Yeah, here it is. chupacabras around here. You gonna surprise me? Oh, try to. Oh, there's a portal right there. Oh, come on, just get this one. There we go. I was kind of hoping they'd leave me alone while I at least just check the resin trees. And then merchant is this way. Produce now. Oh, there's like multiple portals right there. That sucks. Man, this whole desert sucks. Hey there, man. You want to buy our stuff? You want to buy... The one time he doesn't want to buy a diamond. The one time. He's been wanting to buy a diamond, like, this whole fucking playthrough, and the one time we try to offer him a diamond, he doesn't want it. Absurd. Whatever, it's our diamond. It's cool. Look at it. Low potential and sucks, but it's ours. What collapsed over here? I heard something collapse over here. I don't see it. Oh. Probably more of this. Yeah, more of this. It's just pigs, accidentally. Yep. Sucks for them, but free food. We can go get the other one, because he's dying right now, so, yeah. I feel a little bad. Oh, leave me alone. Go away for half a second, Drifter, please. I like how there's a wolf right there. Oh, no, come on! Just leave me alone. I just wanted to see what the commotion was. Fantastic. Really? 2 of them. 2. God. I just wanted to see what collapsed. Ooh. That's useful. We can go potentially fix up another one of the teleporters. I realized that if the key switch is dying, then I have donors in the 6 macro keys that came with the keyboard that I never use. Do people... Okay, just a little question for those of you watching. Does anybody actually use macro keys? Like, legitimately? And I don't mean, like, necessarily, like... Oh, I use one for one thing. I mean, does anybody like, yeah, I love macro keys? I've never met anyone in my life who's ever, like, actually used the full suite of macro keys that they're given. A few macros on my mouse. That's fair. That's at least fair. That's way more common in my experience. It's just people who are like, I have a thing on my mouse. Okay. I will accept that. It's just I've never really known anybody who's like, oh yeah, I use macros on my keyboard. I set up everything. I use dedicated macro keys. Not once. Oh hey, this acacia grew. I didn't even notice. Look at that. My mouse has a triple click. That's nice. Gotta be useful for like 3-round bursts. Macro keys are for MMO gamers. That is true. I do not know a single MMO gamer. At least I don't think. Unless someone here is secretly into MMOs. I mean, do you count Atlas? Me and some friends are playing Atlas. God. The gameplay in that's great. It's just, it's a very specific type of game, you see. God. Substitute set of F1 through F12. That works. I think we're going to completely rework the house. I'm getting sick of this. Really. I kind of hate this. We can't destroy the cellar, though. Cellar's kind of the big one. Everything else we could probably get rid of. So let's just start thinking about what we want to potentially do. I'm thinking like a granite building. So this is the forge, right? I'm thinking to reflect how boring the house is, it should be granite and a thatch roof. Mostly keeping the same structure, too. That's my plan. We can do granite bricks, granite cobble. Like, hold on, let's just... Maybe limestone, even? Like, we could do granite cobble, but granite cobble is, it is definitely very boring. What about ashlar? Granite ashlars are a bit better, but I think we're actually just gonna go with granite cobble. Maybe limestone? Limestone cobble? Maybe? To reflect, like, the... I actually kind of like the way the limestone looks. Let's real quick. I want to check something. Do we have any more temporal gears? Oh, no, we used one. Hold on. Okay, we have something we need to do. Something we need to do just before I forget. Again, mostly going to do house building. Still going to do house building, but just before I forget about this. Step 1. Probably put these away. Oh. Probably put these away. Just for now. I was going to do something with them, and then I was like, eh. Step 1 is that. Step 2. We need to go to the zone. Where's our heals? Like in here, I think. Eat like a few. Like 1 or 2. We took the time to make gelatin, chat, and gelatin is, a very good heal. Step 3. We are going to, the porter zone. We're not actually going to stay there, but I remember we threw a temporal gear in one of them. We threw a temporal gear in one of them as like a we'll come back later. So, leave me alone. Is this the... Where is it? Like somewhere around here. Okay, here's the peat timber. Oh, hey, the redwood tree grew. I kind of didn't even notice. I've been mentally filing it out of our brain space. For context, for viewers who are new, we have a translocator down here, right? Like right by the house that we pretty commonly frequent at this point. But it leads to 3 more translocators. However, the area is extremely dangerous down here. But we started patching up one, and I realized we have enough temporal gears for me to justify just slapping one in there and at least letting it go. Ridiculously unstable zone, yes, but look. We have one active, and that takes us to a different location. We'll briefly check what this one does. Yeah! Clean this up a little bit, too. Also, yeah, this cave was fucking haunted. Oh, okay, maybe it's still haunted. I'm just a little kobold, just chilling. Let's see. Oh. Oh, holy shit, where are we? Oh, we're like northeast, I think, from the translocator hub. So one of them led here. The other one leads like up here. What is this? I didn't bring any of the adventure stuff. We're actually close to the surface, I think. Maybe not. Maybe not at all. Andesite. Oh, there's another one up here! There's another one! There's yet another translocator up here! Like, look. I have a hard time in my playthroughs finding one of these. And there's like fucking 4 of them. Anything good? Peat bricks. We need sticks. Crates that we'll take. Chest that has nothing in it. Here, we'll loot this while we're here, but... It's so stupid. Oh, hey, plaster. Cool. Oh, hey, money. Great. If you didn't see it with your own eyes, you wouldn't believe me that we just stumbled upon this. You'd think, Arco, no. Arco, there's no way you found 6 translocators in a row. We're gonna have to fix this one, too, in the future, for the record. I'm not gonna do it now. I'm just cleaning up the space. We don't care about all this crap that they leave. I do care about these andesite bricks, though. Look at these andesite bricks. I actually really like how andesite looks, so I'm just gonna pilfer these. Here's my plan. Just so we know to come back. Okay, not pilfering the walls. Just gonna pilfer most of this. These are bricks I don't have to make. You know what I mean? We won't be adventuring, chat, he says. No. This is not an adventuring stream. We're going to be exploring home and building houses. Maybe we should... Okay, do you guys think we should build the house with andesite? Andesite? Okay. Andesite and potentially andesite ashlar bricks. Limestone cobble and bricks. Or granite cobble and bricks. I'm kind of... I don't know which one I really want to settle on. I'm extremely biased towards andesite. Andesite is simple. Simple, but it's not simple in the way granite is, if that makes sense. Simple in the way that it just looks good. Oh, that's chupacabras, okay. Can't stay here too long. Yep, can't stay here too long. That's a... Oh, tainted drifter. Ugh. Definitely can't stay here too long. I was just gonna get the, that, but we're gonna just get this and get the hell out of here. I mean, that's useful, I guess. Oh, 32 peat, how nice. So we'll come back with the pythons and get some of this. Oh, shit. Okay, now we leave. Yeah, this place is actually just fucking haunted. There's no way to make these areas safer either, so it's just like, this shit's haunted. However, it is extremely convenient to get from here to there and everywhere. Welcome back. We're back home. And then we simply go back up the ladder, and we're into the safe zones. God, look at our water meter, because of how hot it was down there. Like, it's just actually extremely hot down there. And that's kind of made hydrate or dihydrate a pain in the ass. Yeah, I think we're going to go get some of that andesite. I kind of want to build it with andesite. Oh. I eat that. Okay. Ooh. Fucking happy-go-lucky music. We did it, chat! We're plundering dungeons! God shall know of our name, King of the Kobolds! Yay! God. Probably do. I'm thinking andesite, cobble, and brick as a mix, but we're gonna use the pythons to go get... Okay, actually, maybe... Thinking. Close. Oh, we have a new tuning cylinder for the record. Does Pete deserve a crate? Does Pete deserve a crate as a fuel source. It kind of does, unfortunately. There, now you're a real boy, Pete. Look at that. Wow. Pete deserves the world. Shit, Arky's still fucked. That sucks. Dead guy. We also might want to take a stop at the agricultural merchant. Again, we want to do a lot of building, right? But the agricultural merchant might help with that. Just because we need farm stuff. And we have a lot of money. We're slowly accumulating a lot of money. Rot. Scarlet rot. Am I that lazy to put unburned torches in there, for fuck's sake? It's still raining here at the very least, so we can... it's an excuse to go check out other things. I was gonna water the yard and do things, but it's already happening, you know? Get a sip of my coffee. We'll set up the shelves. We'll set these up later back at the house, but for now they're just right here. Lastly, while we're patching up, should use some horsetails and just kind of... There we go. Don't really care about these rawhides. We're taking the adventure chest with us for obvious reasons. I can't delay taking the adventure chest. We love you, adventure chest. Running out of bombs. Oh. We know for a fact we're going to need these. Glass is going in the build zone over here. Gonna need to get the shears to go get sticks. That's also... I want to leave the pit kilns going while we're adventuring. Quote unquote. Not actually adventuring. It's a prank. Don't worry, we're not adventuring. It's fine. I'm falling. We're not adventuring. Adventure's not real. Thank you for killing the ads. I was gonna mention that. Look at all this fresh water. Actually pretty mostly good water. Mostly. I do like the hydrate or dihydrate interaction where you can just leave containers like this and they'll just accumulate water. I think that's very cute. And it's pretty much the only use we've been getting out of these clay mugs, so... Should I take another meal with us? We'll make a... We want some rye grain and some yummy expired blueberry that we're just gonna fucking eat because we're rancid like that. With some yummy red meat. Yummy red meat and a little bit of spelt. That's definitely a meal. So, let's go. While that's cooking, I'm going to go take down a redwood tree, which is going to involve us climbing up one of the trees and just kind of shearing a bunch of the leaves off for sticks, because we are still in a stick depression at the moment. Or maybe I don't have to. Maybe there's just stuff around here that we can stick. We're gonna have to get the... Remind me next time we get a forestry level, it's just gonna go into get more sticks. The less we have to do this, the better, frankly. At least this gets sticked relatively quickly. I always hated doing this when I first started out. It's very tedious. But now it's just kind of calming. Also, the fact that our forest is, looks like this. I'm using a mod for Terra Pretty that makes the trees, on average, bigger, so that you're not dealing with vintage forests that are just, like, you know, knee height. And it is just, I absolutely love it. I mean, this forest is just beautiful. And also walkable. That's kind of the main thing. It means we can actually, like, walk around and not have to worry about bumping into leaves every 2 seconds. I guess I mean I don't mind stick hunting because we're not having to do this every 2 seconds to get anywhere. That's probably the better way of saying it. Wow, that used all of them. Okay, we're gonna get some charcoal too. I technically don't have to use charcoal. I mean, honestly, should I even use charcoal? We don't need this quick. We're gonna be out doing something, so I think we'll just try and use, like, firewood. Should be fine. I was gonna go for the aged firewood, but it doesn't work. At least I don't think it works. Where is some logs we don't care about? Everybody's favorite piece of shit, birch. There we go. Also, while we're here, metal part binding and a decent tool handle. Decent tool handle. We can make better, by the way, at this point. I'm just burning through our stock of handles that I made preemptively. And a metal part binding, which is going to be dead guy chest. Metal part binding. I love Toolworks so much. I hope he expands it to weapons. I'd love to be able to actually take care of my weapons like this. Bam. I love the way that sounds, by the way. Do you hear that? Like the glass in the rain, just like the little whoo reverberations making. That sounds so fucking cool. Just in case. Yeah, see, the difference between this and charcoal is 20 minutes, but we really don't need this to be done quick. Or sorry, 10 minutes. Just in case. Hola, Arconian. Hey, Redead. How's it going, my favorite figure creature? Stick feather creature? What's a stick feather creature? Stick feather creature. Ugh. Hello, stick feather. How are you, stick feather? Adventure awaits! Let's go really quickly check with the... We're gonna check with the agriculture guy first. Did some work on some Doom stuff, mostly bring your own class. Nice! Here's our money. I still haven't updated all my Doom stuff. I know I keep saying I should, but yesterday me and some friends got busy playing Atlas. We've been playing the Atlas update, and that's been fun. I'm playing a bird creature. Or not a bird creature, no, I'm playing a fucking imp. Imp creature with a bow has been very satisfying. I've been memeing into just 100% decks and just absolutely Like, Goat went for, like, a health tank build, and he keeps getting clapped and going, why don't I do damage? And I'm like, my man, I have 10 health. I crave violence. You have 184. We are not the same. And I even skipped recovery because I've been using, the, like, Imp Suck spell, where it does, like, a heal over time. That's been actually kind of saving my ass. I would recommend that game, even if you're not, like, Furry Coomer. It's actually just a good game, for the most part. There's some decisions he's been making lately that are absolutely kind of baffling. He's been having, like, a schizo moment with developing, going back and forth on what he actually wants to do with, like, skills, for example. But generally speaking, the game is pretty good, and I would recommend it. Wait till the full game. That's always an option, too. Yeah. No shame in waiting for the fucking full thing to be done. No shame in it whatsoever. Ooh. No, it's not really an Undertale. I was gonna go Undertale, but, you know, the joke only works if there's actually a giant pit we're tripping into. Similar detail to how I'm doing it for Deltarune. Deltarune is... See, but Deltarune's apps just actually phenomenal. I know the same thing. I was going to do the same thing too, and then I saw it on sale, and I went, eh, fuck it, we ball. And then I've been pulled back into 2018 and 2020, where I'm like, oh fuck. I've been checking out the threads for things, and looking at fan music and things like that. A part of myself that I thought died a long time ago is still alive, in a crusty shell. And I think that was pretty magical. People spoiling it with memes and shit. That's the problem with having a game that's like a cultural touchstone, at least for the internet. Not necessarily that it's like going to be the revolutionary game of the world, but rather internet memers and people like love that. Asgore driving the truck, yes. Asgore driving the fucking truck has been fucking fantastic. That's not a spoiler, by the way. That's just shitposting. As far as we're aware, Asgore does not kill Des. I hope it's true. It would be really funny, but I hope Toby makes it true because it would be funny, but I don't think it will. Oh, sweet, parsnip seeds. I like how he bought parsnips from him, and he's selling us the seeds for it. How nice of him. We'll make we'll buy saguaro fruit. Dude, that saguaro's cheap. Hold on, that saguaro's actually really cheap. We don't care about berries. 1 gear for maybe if we juice them. We could buy the cheese. Why not? Emergency cheese wheel. The game is hard, but it's so fucking fun. It's unreal. There's a game that allows you to drive against sands. Good. Hit you with my Bergen truck. It's genuinely been fucking hilarious. I've loved the Deltarune memes. Also, the sheer amount of TV time rips have been fantastic. Everybody who makes TV time, like, covers of Deltarune music, it's all usually really good. For the most part. There's some that are not good, but you know who you are. You know who you are. Tennis, fantastic. There's so much I could gush about it. I was gonna stream it. I was tempted to, but I figured everybody and their mother was streaming Deltarune. You don't need to see me play it. Unless you really care to see me play it and go fight, like, what's-her-face again. Like, I could do it, but there's enough Deltarune playthroughs out there, you know? Also, I gotta stop the ad! Parry the ad! There we go, I parried it. Ad in 5 minutes, heads up. It had 5 seconds, Deku. It had 5 seconds! Also, picture this: Kobold comes running at you out of nowhere and goes, "Hi, I want to buy your stuff!" Oh, okay, here, take these seeds and, like, blue cheese, I guess. Thank you, I'm leaving, bye! And then he sprints across this fucking desert. Just sprints away. It was great watching you load up Delta like, I'll fucking do it right now, and then you did. For context, there's a very hard fight in that game that, Yenathan, BQN, has been stuck on. And, even the, like, less... we'll say gamer acclinated? Like the art goobers, even they've gotten through it. So he's been struggling on this, right? And he's trying to, like, math it out, and my answer to him is like, dude, just fucking stop thinking. Just win. Oh, no, you can't do it. Watch, I'll do it again. And then I did it again. Also, yes, we're using a kobold mod. We want to juice those, but we'll worry about that later. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, we're a kobold right now. Here's our kobold. Hold on, I think I can do this. No? Emote wave? There we go. But it's different than human. It's just a player model swap for now. I know there's somebody actually working on a full, like, species lib. But for now, this is just it's just a player model swap. Nothing fancy. Plant these parsnips. Dude, it's gonna be so fucking good when all our food finally comes in. Pumpkins should be fine. Oh, these aren't getting rain. These aren't getting rain because they're being covered by this. I did not consider this. Yeah, I'm hoping the dude who's making the Kobold mod, they get like a... I'm hoping Vintage gets a genuine, like, species lib at some point. Species race lib. You know what I mean? Because, like, Vintage is cool. But also, you're already not human in-game anyway. It's not like one of those games where, oh no, it's kind of really pulling you out that you're a kobold or whatever. No, you just aren't human. You're a seraph. And they're like, the guy that we interacted with, the trader, he's human. And he's like way smaller than I am. Seraphs are fucking huge. Origins mod for, like, that would be kind of neat. Yeah, I'd take that. That would be fucking radical. Anyway, let's go get some andesite. I got the Bergen truck thing stuck in my head. You know what I mean? When the light is running low. I'm not gonna get into spoilers. Don't forget, I'll hit you with my car. Dun 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 dun. We reached level 2 in temporal adaptation. Wow. Cool. I honestly kind of forgot that was a skill, realistically. Could happen some updates for now, but they're focusing on other things like getting less dependent on the 3x3. Oh yeah, no, I know what Vintage is doing. I mean mods. So the reason Vintage has such strong mods is because the game itself is technically a mod to the engine. So you have like tons of room to actually make like lots of feature-rich stuff without it like breaking. Don't forget, I'll hit you with my car. Da 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 da. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, I was one off. Da 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 da. Why is this unstable? It's rock on the ground. I mean, this one makes sense, but like this? RimWorld does the same thing. Yeah, most games that have really good modding support tend to do that. Oh, shit. Well, I remember that whole thing about using good handles. It's a good thing we have this stick on us, right? And, here's that metal part binding. Ta-da! Can we make a... Oh, we can make a whetstone. Okay, perfect. Wow, andesite, you're like the best stone. You're so fucking cool, andesite. Gives me a chance to sip my coffee. More like chug my coffee, jeez. Nice. Andesite's such a cool stone. Can we get an I love andesite in chat? God. Ah, fuck, we're getting an ad. God damn it. Bitch, no. How else do we know who the true andesite fans are? I think it's like right here that it caps. You couldn't pause this one, Deku, don't worry. This one was going to happen. This one was foretold by the ancient Kobold scrolls. The scholars. You know. Oop, that's one off. Da, 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 da. What? Why is this one fucked? Huh? Why is that one fucked? Damn it. Oh well. That one's just whatever. Andesite alloy, my beloved, creates the best mod. I will agree with you. Create is the best Minecraft mod, in my opinion. Ad is dead. Why did you kill him? Chat, you didn't need to kill him! Chat, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do with the body, chat? Chat, what are we gonna do with the body? Mr. Twitch is gonna come around in like 3 hours, chat. What are we gonna do? Oh, it's my favorite skeleton streamer. What happened to my ad? I don't know, Mr. Twitch. I don't know! Something tells me you do know, kid. And then I get shot 37 times. By John Twitch. John Bezos. God. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. I love the stone harvesting mod, for the record. I'm also so glad we waited to get black bronze for these. Imagine 3x3. Honestly, I think about getting a lawsuit over Twitch doing anything at this point. I don't know. Twitch just exists in this perpetual state of, like, fucking agony, I guess. Let's see. Can we, like... Oh, shit. This is, like, so precarious, by the way. I just need a... Yeah, foothold over here, because we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ad break has ended. Welcome back. This is the farthest one. Am I off by one? I might be off by one. No, I hear a chupacabra. Did you hear a chupacabra? I heard a chupacabra. There we go. This is going to be so much andesite. I honestly don't think we need this much, but I just don't want to have to come back here and get more. If you want the real answer to why I'm getting an industrial amount of andesite. This is 120 andesite each, by the way. Not counting this little stack of 25 we have. Also, you know what? While we're here, is there anything nearby? Fuck no, there isn't. What about cool resources? Like over here. And potentially... here. It kind of sucks. We can also get peridotite while we're up here. I'm not... Peridotite looks cool. It's like, it's a cool rock, right? But it's not, like, that cool of a rock. You feel me? Like, it's neat. It's greer. It's very, very interesting. I mean, we could get a chunk of it. Like, this is, like, the perfect spot right here, technically. Do I bother? Walter, do I bother? I don't know, Walter. I don't know. Walter, get the peridotite, Walter. Fucking losing my mind. Having a heat stroke in the 40-degree mines with my friends, teehee. By the way, it's 40 fucking degrees in this mine. That is over 90 degrees. This is about 100-something degrees in this fucking mine. Actually kind of a fucking mess in here. Just trying to see if there's anything else of, like, value. Chupacabra. Also, somebody's texting me. Am I getting anything important? Oh, okay, no. Nothing important. Got a fucking email from Soulframe. I kind of forgot that I had a pre-access thing to that a while ago. I just never really looked into that. That's the Warframe thing. Because I played Warframe years ago. Chupacabra. Over here. I just realized something. Vintage Story really is just mine test. No! Not really. At least from when I last played Mine Test. Mine Test kind of sucked. Vintage is, like, actually a game. That might offend people. That might offend you, liberals. But I have impeccable taste. No, but seriously, jokes aside, last time I played Mine Test, it wasn't really a game. Same way they handle mods. Yes, that technically. Sure. Let's see. I mean, yeah, look, we want more andesite, but that's, I think, like a fucking... That's like an evil shiver. Like a... It's not a bellhead shiver, at least, but is it like a corrupt shiver? Because that'll kick our ass. If it's a corrupt shiver, we can't go back down there and we're just leaving. If it's not, then I can actually probably duel it. Look at me. I am stupid little kobold. Look. Oh, I tripped down into the pit. Oh, it's a tainted shiver. Okay, we could fight this. Okay. Yeah, we're getting into the danger zones for, things. Ooh, free flax fiber. We'll get one more. I guess we'll potentially get a peridotite. We'll get a peridotite one, but maybe. 3, 4, 5, and then up there. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Come on. I can't wait for it to be fucking canon in Deltarune Chapter 5 that Ralsei is actually Asgore's car. That's gonna be insane. That's a prediction on the future. Fuck. I really, really hope Toby references Asgore running something over with his car. I just want it to happen, okay? For no particular reason that I think it's funny. I just want it to happen. Okay, wait. Ooh. Spooky demon. Do I have any torches in the adventure chest? I think I do. Probably throw, like, a few of them around. So this place is cool for, like, a mine, right? But there's just kind of nothing around here in terms of, like... This translocator is an insanely lucky find. But there's not really anything else around in terms of, like... resources to exploit here. Queen already ran several things over with her car. The king's chariot cannot be stopped, Chad. The King's Chariot cannot be stopped. It's going to happen. Oh. There's a secret cave under here? How the fuck? Oh shit, my lantern. Yeah, you gonna... I thought he was gonna come up here. Oh, there he is. We're kinda running out of melee weapon durability. If Azrael... Oh, if Ralsei was Asgore's truck, it would open up a lot of questions. Oh yeah, no. I don't think that's a schizo theory. Oh! Oh, that's just a deep shiver. Never mind. You're actually less dangerous than the other one we ran to. Oh, Saltpeter! Chat, look, Saltpeter! I know everyone here is a fan of Saltpeter. Remember to type "I love Saltpeter" in the chat for sweet bonuses, such as getting me more Saltpeter. We fucking love Saltpeter! We fucking love Saltpeter in this household! Mr. the Saltpeter. I'm gonna get all this while we're here. Remember when I said no adventuring? No, no, no. No adventuring for us. And then it's just accidentally turned into adventuring time. Walter, put your kobold away, Walter. Walter, we need to go build the house, Walter. Walter, you need to stop exploring caves like Nutty Putty, Walter. Walter, it's extremely dangerous in this unlit cave, Walter. There could be chupacabras in here, Walter. Yip yorp, Walter. God, what is it? I'm just apparently just... Oh, that's actually dangerous, so we're gonna run away from that. Walter, there was a demon over there, Walter. Saltpeter, Walter. Get the fucking saltpeter, Walter. You know what? We'll actually put Mr. the Adventure Chest down real quick, because we need to eat those bandages. Yummy, yummy bandages. You know what? Actually. Look at that! Thank you, Mr. the Adventure Chest. You've come in handy. So, saltpeter's actually a great fertilizer. We know where some is. We actually have a natural deposit of it near the house, but, oh, now we're starting to actually lose sanity quick. We might hit the hard cap on this adventure. I have to get the fuck out of here because it's getting too dangerous. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're at 63. I don't care. Oh, wait, we leveled temporal. We leveled temporal adaptation. I could, like, reduce the loss of stability. Make it so you recover faster. Oh, shit. Hold on. Walter, put your drifters away, Walter. Walter. Give me a temporal gear. Oh. Unfortunate. I'll read those temporal perks later. We could probably get the one that lets us recover better. And then that means we could go on more adventures, chat, because we all love adventures and not doing the thing that we should, you know, that the stream's named after, right? We love ignoring our chores and exploring caves. Oh, shit. See. Here? Yeah, here. Walter. 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 Put your bow torn away, Walter. You guys hear bones? What the fuck? Why is it getting closer? I have never heard that noise in this game, actually. I have no idea what's making that noise, and that terrifies me. What's making the noise, Walter? Walter, I warned you about the chupacabra, Walter. Hey, chupacabra? Hello? Okay, what is that? Is that a fucking skeleton? Why is there a skeleton? What? There's a fucking skeleton! Oh, fuck! Oh, shit, and he's guarding the... It's the living dead, Walter! Walter, he's guarding the... Okay, okay, we are actually in danger. We're just getting surrounded by chupacabras. I'm fighting for my life in the fucking caves. Walter, Walter, I warned you about the chupacabras, Walter. I've never seen that. I have never once seen that. So, did it say primitive survival? Is that like one of their fucking eldritch things? Okay, we're pulling the bullets out. It's me, Mr. the Adventure Chest, Walter. I warned you about this, Walter. You're running out of water. You're running out of food, Walter. Sorry, chat. I actually installed the adventure gears of the adventure platform. I accidentally stepped on it for 3 seconds. That is such a fucking disgusting noise. Walter, it's me. Walter, put your chat away, Walter. Where the fuck is it? Oh, it's like right there. Oh, it's right there. Oh, it's like right there. It's trying to get to me. It's a damage tier 4, so it's as scary as everything else here. If I could just, like, shoot it in the cock, that'd be great. Ah! I fucking hate that. I hate that. Fuck you, primitive survival. I don't like that. Yeah, no, that's you know, that's fair. We get that's the spooky kobold having a panic attack noise. Block this path and mine around. The problem is that he's guarding the fucking path right there. Is he going away? He's going away. Okay, hold on. No, we're leaving. I don't like that he was chasing us. I really don't fucking like that he was chasing us. That's disgusting. Let me get the fuck out of here. Walter! Walter, put your adventure away, Walter! Oh, I hate that thing. That thing's disgusting. Oh, primitive survival adds that? Why? That was clutch. That was more kobold panic attack. Ugh. Sanity gauge is going insanity. Yeah, it's just fucking wibbly woobling. It is now happy. Don't worry, chat. We got, you know what? He's just the fucking adventure police. I've never seen one of those things before. Like, ever. Oh, that's rancid. I knew it, I knew it existed. Like, I've heard of it. I've never seen it. I always thought it was just kind of like a funny hee-hee, but no, there's a fucking actual chupacabra in there. Walter, put your adventure away, Walter. On the bright side, look, here, we got everything we needed. Here's all the stone we collected, by the way. Look at this shit. That's a lot of fucking andesite. Time for armor and a personal space shield. Oh yeah, and this one too. Which, we're gonna turn this all into cobble so we can start working on the house. We can also make... Oh, we can't actually. We don't have that yet. Saltpeter brine. Don't know why you'd make saltpeter brine, but... Walter, you're building a factory, Walter. You need more andesite, Walter. Walter. God. Might need more red clay. Dude, how do you sleep at night as a kobold knowing that thing exists in the same dimension as you and craves violence? Like, legitimately. Imagine, like, picture our kobold like this. You wake up, you don't know what's going on, you don't know why you're here, you know that you must yip and yorp. You build a commune over months. You slowly learn how to tackle monstrosities, and in a cave, in a routine cave dive after you're slapping demons, something new pops out. It slinks out of the fucking darkness. The sound of bones and sinew cracking against the fucking stone. You don't know what that is. You've never seen it in your life. And there it is, the living dead. El Chupacabra de los Evil. I think our kobold would be scared shitless. I would be scared shitless. Oh, also keep in mind we have no armor. If we had... That thing's damage tier 4, so that out-damages anything we've ever seen. Yet. That's just terrifying. Fucking creature. Hey, where's the rubble hammer? It's somewhere around here. Is this it? No. No. Where'd I put the rubble hammer? There you are. Fucking hell. Dun 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 dun. This is why we like mods. This is why we like gathering stone via a mod and not doing it manually. Imagine me gathering all this manually. See, the fun with Vintage is that most of the mods are based off, like, historical stuff, too, so the whole splitter plug thing, you can actually, I was mentioning this before, a few streams ago, you can go look up a video of this, like, Middle Eastern dude, literally, like, quarrying out a giant, like, limestone or, like, salt chunk. It's fucking rad. Super fucking cool. Walter, only 64 andesite, Walter. Walter, only 64, Walter. Walter, where's your chisels, Walter? Put that away in the adventure chest, Walter. You don't need it no more, Walter. You don't need any of this for adventuring no more, Walter. These are boiled. We'll keep those with us, actually. Some guy's smarter than I. It's not even a modern thing. We just do that. We've been doing that for, like, hundreds of fucking years. It's super cool, honestly. The more I play Vintage, the more I want to learn about historical techniques, and I think that's the ultimate fucking thing. Because if Vintage had existed when I was a kid, I'd be, like, way more into, like, lots of crazy shit. Walter, you need a hammer in your offhand, Walter. You fucking chungus, Walter. Mods are trying to stay historically accurate, then I fear they'll make a Greg Tech equivalent. Not yet. Greg Tech is also just kind of CBT because it sucks. Keep that in mind. Walter, pick up all your stone, Walter. I'm just gonna stop saying that, god damn it. I like how that's what gets chat talking too, by the way. The Vintage streams have been kind of quiet compared to, like, Doom streams or any of the streams that have passed. And it's just like, no, Walter. Walter, this works, Walter. Why'd you put your dick away, Walter? I should really rewatch Breaking Bad. Honestly. It's been years. Walter, we're running out of mortar, Walter, but, like, actually, Walter. There's our mix of bricks. Let's figure out what we're gonna do with this. Oh, here, and just because I want a stack of 64 of them. Breaking Bad is a show of all time. It's not bad. No, it's not bad at all. It's a fairly decent show for what it is. It's just, I was in high school when it's airing, and I live here. I've been to some of the places on the show. It's, you know what I mean? The immersion kind of doesn't exist. However, we do have statues downtown now of, Walter White and Jesse Pinkman. So that's fun. I've never seen those. I've never actually gone down and went, I'm gonna go see the statues today. But that's a thing that exists now. Honestly, my reason why I don't enjoy a Vintage story is the slow start. I think the slow start's the best part. It gets you invested. It gets you... Like, Minecraft has such a fast start. Most people can just do Minecraft super fucking easy. Like, you can get to iron in, like, literally, like, 3 minutes. We're gonna just, throw some andesite around. Look at that. See, I really think that, honestly, just looking at this compared to the orange, the andesite was a great call, chat. You guys made a really good fucking call here. Andesite looks so much better. So I guess we'll do the main house out of bricks. Or at least we'll see. I want to just do this back wall out of cobble first, and then we'll figure it out. Walter. Walter, put your Breaking Bad fan fiction away, Walter. Yeah, look at that. That just looks so much fucking better. I mean, honestly, we need texture variation. Like, I can go make dry stone, actually. I think I can make dry stone. Oh, whoops, I picked up our earthworm. Grunter. Let's see. Minecraft now is allowed to have copper tools intended to be a tier lower than iron. Why? What's the point? I mean, I guess people were screaming about that in mod packs for years, but I'm gonna be 100% real, chat. The people who play Minecraft aren't the smartest when it comes to design decisions. I know that's controversial, but their please give us X is usually not good. Why can't we have copper tools, they say? Is there a point to them? No? Why can't we have them? We want them. Why not something cool made out of copper that's tools? Like, you know, in Vintage, you have the excuse of copper tools being ass because they're historical and you're meant to alloy them into real alloys. In Minecraft, there's just no point for copper tools. Unless you were doing something unique with them, which I know for a fact they aren't because that takes real work, and Minecraft just doesn't have effort put into it anymore. It's a money printer. Spoiler they won't. Spoiler Walter. Where do we get the dry stone? Dry stone. We need ashlars? That's evil. That's evil. However, that's not that evil. This is why we made the fucking hammers for this, by the way. Where's the wedge chisel? I always forget where I put it, even though I just used it. That's finishing. Wedge. Wait, you tell me there's no block texture variation? I mean, you can chisel, so, like, chiseling exists. Like, if I wanted to add detail to this, I'm just gonna make the detail myself. Mods is a wiring conductor, it's not a tool. Is this enough? Just gonna, like... Oh, that's so expensive. That's so expensive. Anyway, let's punch a few holes out with this dry stone. I want to mimic what the house had going on before, so we'll also. I mean, I could just use solid andesite for this. I think I'm gonna do bricks here. I think bricks will make this look a lot better. Also, we're gonna repair this tank. I don't care. This tank sucks. Oh shit! The temporal adaptation. Hold on. Increases recovery rate up to 10%. Oh. So that reduces stability by 10, loss up to 10%, plus 2, capped at 30%. Deeper, oh shit. That's like general. I'm just gonna go with stable. Stable seems like a good idea. I want to see chiseling if it's possible. I mean, it's like, do you remember the old Chisel and Bits mod? It's that, but actually not ass. Granted, you can't chisel with liquids. That's the only thing you can't do off the top of my head that you could do in Chisel and Bits, but that kind of just makes sense. Like, for example, Let's just get a... If I wanted to take this orange block, for example... Throw it up here real quick. I want to take this orange block. Kabam! It is now a chiseled block. I can basically go, I want to shave this part off, and also this, and maybe a little over here. See, and if it was just this, it'd be neat, right? What you can do, though, is... Oh, actually, I think I want some andesite bricks in here. This is a very expensive temp block. Maybe a little over here. Maybe, like, a thingus here. Maybe some, like, that going on. You can also use these for things that are actually important. So if I wanted to build a, let's say, a greenhouse or a room like a... what the hell are they called? Like a cellar. I could use it as long as there's like an insulating face, which you could see up there, that it'll count for, let's say, like a cellar room. But yeah, and I could even put glass and like tons of things in here. I'm not going to. This block is basically like, what is this? But ta-da! And it works as intended. You know what? Here, this goes here. It can be. This is like a garden sculpture in our garden. What do we call this? Here, I have an idea. We'll call this the, oh, whoops. We'll call this, the fusion of two very different types of materials to make something that can be akin, or dare I say it, similar to garbage. There you go, chat. Title it erosion. Fuck. Fuck, that's way better. No. Ah, God damn it. Hold on. Erosion. Here, we'll do it in big text. There you go. Well, you know what? We'll throw in a little, like... I like that one, actually. There you go. Why am I putting any effort into this? There you go, chat. It's erosion. Congratulations. And that's how you chisel. For example, bet you didn't even see these, huh? Stupid little stairs that I made. Ha-ha! They work like stairs. Checkmate, chat. Anyway, back to, this. I was gonna say we're gonna use bricks. Excuse me. Ugh. Oh yeah, didn't we just use a stick for this? Didn't we just use a stick for our pick? Hold on, we can actually get that a real material now. I don't care. We're gonna get that a real material real quick, so we're not using, like, literally... Oh, why are you up here? Break into my house. Now that makes me want to try the game. Yeah, it's actually really good. If I didn't convey that already. Did we lose the binding? Yeah, we lost the metal binding. Hold on. Getting a real handle real quick. Because it was using one of our, like, super good handles that we had wrapped, and we even waxed it, but we're just gonna put one of these on there. And then we have a lot of metal parts, so I do not mourn the loss of the metal parts. We have like a shitload that we're just not using for anything. Ta-da! I hope he figures out a way to get the model updated so it actually shows what's on there, because that'd be really cool. Toolworks is a great mod. Highly recommend. Rainwater. Walter. Rainwater, Walter. Walter, we love rainwater in this household, Walter. Even though it's going to become crust water soon in like 1.8 days, Walter. There we go. Probably leave that in there. Carry a whetstone in there. But yeah, no, chiseling is genuinely one of the best things in the game. The fact that it works so fluidly and is like the end game of Vintage is not steel armor. The end game is chiseling a house that you spent like 60 hours on that'll look fucking radical. Are we going to hit that point? No, probably not. Am I going to try? Maybe. Guess we'll see. For now, we're just gonna encase this in bricks. We'll change everything as time goes on. But for now, brick. Wait, is there a basement here that I never knew about? No. Okay. For a second, I was like, oh god, there's a fucking basement down here that we just never bothered with. We'll mix in cobbles and things in this over time. But for now, we're just kind of getting everything situated. I also kind of want to keep the red brick. The red shingles. We could honestly make this into stairs if we really wanted to, but, you know. My first ever structure in Vintage, the lighthouse, getting the rock for it, building, chiseling out after done, I felt super accomplished. Yeah, and that's a feeling Minecraft just does not have. Like, Minecraft, it sounds almost pompous to someone who has not played Vintage to go have someone say, how could you do something that like that? Right? Because it sounds like I'm being a stick up my own ass, where it's like, Vintage is epic and superior, but having played both, the sense of accomplishment you get building something in Vintage that took actual work is just infinitely more than anything I've ever built in Minecraft. And I do mean anything. So results may vary, batteries not included. Consult your physician. You know how it is. But that's my experience. Like, I'm using mods to make it a little easier on myself, and it still is kind of an undertaking compared to anything in Minecraft. It took us 4 fucking days to get black bronze. Like, realistically. Oh yeah, that looks so much better. Look at that. We're probably gonna end up chiseling these stairs. Let's see here. Well, for good, it's just the effort. Yes. The effort is much higher in something like Vintage to get things done, which leads to just a better feeling of accomplishment. That also might lead it to being frustrating for people, but again, that's just... only you know how you were going to react to something like that. So, we'll do the stairs in a second. Next is this one. So fucking happy to get rid of all this orange. Remember when I was going to do copper lanterns to match the orange around here? Remember that? Good times. We're keeping the aged structure. I'm not actually replacing most of the aged stuff. Oop, that's the cellar. Okay, gamer, now build it in real life. I, honestly, if I had not a crippling back injury, I'd genuinely love to. I mean, I might try it anyway. Terrible idea, but... well, in terms of, like, physical health, probably. But I would like to. Vintage is just one of those games that makes you want to get into, like, fucking tons of weird shit. Why is this cobble? Why was that cobble? That's becoming brick. Da, 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 da. Da, da. You know, one theory I have, did people in history ever build a small house in a small hill, and if they wanted to expand it, they would dig a basement and slowly turn to the lower floor and then dig out the hill? Maybe. Honestly. Consult your historians. I would have no clue. I assume a good way to look at history is people, aside from like the religious fervor back then, people weren't in any way dumber than they are now. So if somebody around like us would think of it, they probably did too. Realistically. Just use our crafting window as a spare thing. I actually need that chisel now. Here's all the random bauxite stone. Where is it? That we've gathered over just taking down buildings. Just a lot. No more food. Oh, come on! Again, I want to keep the general flow of the house, so I'm mostly just recreating it one-to-one, but we can always add or remove based on what I'm doing here. Oh yeah, but for example, we need stairs. Congratulations, we have stairs. Oh yeah, here's the chisel example. You've actually been looking at chisel work this whole time. If you chisel glass, it removes the border. So I was testing if this would become a room if I chiseled it. Kind of a waste of 2 glass, but that one did not want to give for some reason. Are we almost out of bricks? I just realized. Yes. Fuck. I'm gonna go get more brick. We'll add on to erosion with random chiseled blocks that we have. Like, there you go. We'll figure out something to do with that. Anyway, where's the wedge hammer? Just gonna drop that there. Should be fine for like an hour, like right here. Just gonna... Gonna have to go make more mortar, huh? Didn't think we'd need to anytime soon, realistically, but... Ah, damn it, that was just enough. Then our mortar is right here. We're just out of mortar at this point. So we're gonna have to make more in general. That sucks. That sug fables. In the words of Mr. the Moth, that sug fables. Also, yes, one trick you can do is use your inventory as extra space. It is kind of helpful sometimes. Very annoying if I close it, it's just going to sloop out of here, but that makes sense. nearer that, actually. Oh, forgot about that. For the most part, we're getting there. And again, we're going to add texture to this later. For now, we're just getting the initial frame built. Kind of like what we wanted to do with the blacksmith zone over there. We want to do something with it, because it kind of sucks, but... Patch, you now can't move while items are in your crafting grid. God. That would actually just evaporate me instantly. I'd go, ah! It's the actual noise I'd make. I'd go, ah! And just gone. Also, I've been meaning to clear some of this dirt bar for a little bit. Just kind of didn't get around to it. Don't want to clear all of it. I actually like the idea of the house being a little overgrown like this. But... More chupacabras. And only you would be Ash Baby, tell you that. Oh, come on! And then just like lightning strikes. Tyrant hated you specifically. Let's be real, he doesn't know I exist. He'll never know. Chad, he'll never know. He'll never know about my secrets. Until he does. If he ever does, we're fucked. And yeah, look at this. I think this looks a lot cleaner with the aged wood, actually. This looks fucking awesome. Not many stream vintage. I mean, yeah, but, like, still. You're not hard to find. I don't think he watches Twitch streams. I think we're still safe, don't worry. He doesn't watch Twitch streams. He doesn't know who I am. I'm gonna get, like, a fucking email on my vintage account that's like, I know who you are, Arko. I know what you're doing. No, we're never making water wheels. I lied. Water wheels aren't coming next update. They're coming never update. And no one will ever believe you. It's me, John Vintage. I don't even know what he sounds like, to be honest. How do you feel if you're, like, watching a random streamer reference to you and you just hear, it's me, it's your voice? The next day, the never update is out. That would be funny. Yeah, apparently, according to a comment, a Reddit comment I saw, so for context, there's a bunch of Hytale stuff going on. John Vintage used to work on Hytale, and then basically bailed to make his own thing. But one of the comments I saw was, like, asking about the next update, and nobody noticed that he just went, we're working on water wheels, and, like, nobody talked about it. So apparently water wheels are coming next update, which Vintage has a big reliance on mechanical power. There have been no canon water wheels for some reason. We're finally getting them. I'm going to chisel these for the record. I could just make stairs, but I'm just going to chisel these. It's cheaper. Well, technically not on the slabs case, but whatever. Whatever. Also, I just realized, are we getting stopped at the house by a birch tree? Is this a birch tree that managed to remain woefully unsmited this entire time? I just want to clarify. I'm not hallucinating a birch tree here. There's just a birch tree that I didn't kill this whole time. We will rectify this shortly. Who is he, Census? God. I know who you are, Census. It's never coming out. Updates never, ever. You can't kill me in the way that Matter updated to now. Fuck! You know, I accidentally got Ace. Well, I didn't say it. It's not accidentally, but I got Ace into Vintage. And then he built... So you know how I'm struggling with material concerns? This motherfucker built walls, like stone walls, that were 3 blocks thick of the actual material. No filler! He would build stone walls out of stone bricks with full brick on the whole wall. Insane. Use filler. Use filler material. Like, God. God motherfucking damn. Need more glass. He made the mod for Death Strider thanks to Vintage, the RPG thing. Yep, that is also another canon ace fact. Canon ace faxes. And then I think he fell out of love with Vintage, unfortunately. But he tends to do that with a lot of things. Like, even DS hasn't escaped his ire multiple times, you know? I'm gonna get a DM that's just, Ocho, I'm removing the cube, Arco. The cube's getting fucking sent to Guantanamo, Arco. If you reference my fucking autistic 3-block walls again, it's over. It's over. It's getting sent to... He's getting sent to Guantanamo forever. Arco, put your cube away, Arco. There's the glass. It trips his neurons like you wouldn't believe. Did not play Star Sector or Doom for a good while. Yeah, for me, I haven't played Doom in a while either. Oh, did the RimWorld update come out? Did that happen? Do we keep this window? Or do I, like... Yeah, I think we just keep the window as is, like this. I need to build a frame for this thing, don't I? Like, watch. Like, we could chisel out a frame so you can still look through here, but it's not like, you know, this. Yeah, I kind of really like how this looks now. Except for this part. This is gross. Let's see. Walter. Maybe we should just make it a single. Make it a single, like right there. Yeah, probably. Like, watch, one thing we can do if we really want to. I don't want to do a window here, but if I want to, for example, do this. And by I don't want to do a window, I meant I don't want to do glass. Like, I could put glass here, but I don't want to do that. I want to do something like, I think something like this is cute. And you can still access this right here. So, you know, it does count as a room, which I think it's nice. We could probably improve this a little bit too. Like, I could recess it. Like, maybe that might help it pop a little bit more. Something's wrong, and I don't know why. Maybe making the trapdoor work in reverse would help it a ton. So, like, what? Like, so that wouldn't block light? It doesn't actually block light. This does just work. So if I were to, like, here's my thing. Do this. It doesn't actually block light. It's just kind of... Why you look weird? You look weird now. I don't like it. It's because it's like that like, square bit. Got that square bit. We're gonna do this. There we go. Problem solved. Look at that chisel. Gone. No, let's see if we can fix this a bit. That's how you solve every problem in this copy. You just get rid of it. Maybe if I think it's this part? It's like too... No. like that. Kind of. And then, like, we could do, like, a... I think we need, like, a framing material for this. Does that make sense? Like a wood or something. So that would actually pop, like a frame. I think what I'm trying to do is, like, carve it into the stone, and it's just not popping enough, like, right here. Where if this were, like, a, let's say, an oak wood frame around it, it would look a little bit better. I still don't think it would look good, though. I don't know. You just keep it like this. Maybe... that's better. Better. Maybe. Oh, this one... Maybe I just need to widen it. A ring with that red stone? I mean, here, let's see. Like, we'll use one of these. I think I just need to widen it, too, because it's like... Actually, where does this block end? This block ends right here, and then... Yeah, there's still a... Okay, I might need to just actually straight up widen it a little bit. So, like... Yeah, and then this would actually scoot down in here, if that makes sense. Also, it's orange particles because I have the orange thing selected now. It feels a little off, though. Kind of feels a little off. I could just reduce that side too. I don't know. I kind of like the fact that it's a little off shape. More specifically that this thing, it's like, it sells the this house sucks ass vibe. Hmm. Yeah, maybe we'll just cut it down on the left. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this, and I kind of hate it. I kind of hate this little thingus. But it's something. It's something that we made. It's something that we invented, unfortunately. Wait. You see how you could get lost doing this for like 12 hours? And why I haven't really bothered to do it for any extended period of time. Maybe like... That's a little bit better. I just think this part needs something, but I don't want to chisel into this north block. I mean, I can move it up and do like the indented dimple like I did for the rest of it, but... Because there's technically still a tiny layer up here, but... I think it's fine. That's the best it's gonna get for now. Ah, shit. That's what I didn't want to... A census. Put your mod pack away. Oh, God. Maybe make like this. Huh? It's a window. A bunch of mini triangles. Could do a bunch of mini triangles. We're gonna leave that like that until we feel inspired to come back to that. But it doesn't look like ass. We still need to deal with this, too. Oh, that reminds me. While we're out here. Also, we're starving to death. Okay, hold on. Starving to death is kind of bigger problem, which, we need some meat. Yum. Meat. Yum. And, no. Could do fucking saguaro fruit in there. Kind of a waste of saguaro fruit. We'll just do this. Oofs, my bad. Maybe. We'll come back to it. We will come back to it when we're building something that's like a real build. For now, it's just kind of eh. Also, while I'm literally just walking around doing nothing around here, I mean, one, eat some berries so we don't actually starve to... Still need more lights. Somehow. Yeah, I was going to say, gonna come over here and, while we're here, we have a lot of saltpeter. We don't need... What needs K? These need K. I think it also has a little bit of nitrogen. We'll just throw some across the whole thing. There we go. Well, it's a good time for me. Enjoy your vintage kobolds. Thanks for stopping by, Kadool, as usual. I will see you next time. I will see you next time. And whenever fucking Twitch stops eating the archives, hopefully. I technically have everything pending on YouTube, but it's still in the infinite upload dimension, like their archive backend, or the upload backend for Twitch just is in shitifying. And if I download it, it's just gonna look worse when I re-upload it to YouTube, you know what I mean? Instead of it just going straight from Twitch servers. So, hopefully, that gets sorted soon. Ta-da! There we go. How are the Hoggins doing? How's it going, Hogglers? Brigante? That's rotted. There's rot in that trough. Great. They didn't even bother eating the mash, the delicious mash we made for them. They're too good for the mash. Where is the... How much flax grain do we have? Yeah, we've kind of been fucked because we don't have much in the way of grain. We have flax, okay. Start cannibalizing flax grain for them. I don't think they need that much, but I'm gonna have to go in there and clear it. Hello, hogs. You will not be squeezed today. Instead, I bring you nutrient. Nutrient? Oh, a place like that. Okay. Nutrient. Yummy flax. Yum, yum flax. Eat. Eat the flax. Yum, yum. For context, flax grain is, in Vintage Story, at least less nutritious, so might as well just get rid of it. We had made them a berry mash before, but there's Chupacabra up there. Why? Is it just too dark up here? It's just too dark. We need more lanterns. We need shitloads of lanterns. Also, great. Temporal gear. That's actually fantastic. Need more lanterns. Need to prescribe all the demons lanterns. Then, put the bricks away. Put your brick away, Walter, for a little bit. There we go. And then finally, we can get started on... I assume this is done. Yeah, it's done. Finally. There we go. Now we can actually... So for contact with fire clay... Oh, we need to load these with charcoal. I thought we had preloaded them with charcoal. Whoops. This is a lossy process, so we will lose bricks over time. In case you're wondering why I made a metric shitload of them. And theoretically, we could start getting iron done too, but I'm not going to bother with that right now. Charcoal. Oats only, please. Yes. Here at the pig corner, we only like the finest of oats. No berries. Berries of heathens. Yes. Quite. Indubitably, I say. Indubitably deeply. Ugh. The quartzening is happening. The moment we take apart the cellar is going to be a problem because it's super hot around here, so we're going to start losing, like, food zone. But honestly, I think we should just... Maybe I should make, like, a staircase down, and we should just make a better food zone. Like, perhaps... Are these the chiseled ones? No. Like... You know what I mean? Maybe not even a staircase, maybe a ladder. A ladder might be better for this. Because then this could also count as a locked thing, too. It could count as an actual cellar. Black of the game thinks we're underground in a ruin, so it's just like... I mean, I guess technically we are, but, you know... We could do... Move these out of the way. The elk medallions are not important. We could probably clear up some space around here too, but I have the idea of this is the cellar. You drop into the cellar. This should count as a sealed room for a cellar. Yes. We can chisel these slabs if we want to make them like a stone, but we could even bring the floor down another additional layer to give us more space. I might actually do that, because then we can chisel a roof up here. And we can make them solid blocks and then do something with them. Yeah, okay, I have an idea. Goes there for a second. Sorry, chair. We'll make more chairs later. I didn't even really need to do that, but we'll make more chairs later. You make more mortar, too. We have a bunch of andesite ashlar. We could use cobble, too. Gotta make a... We'll use a mix. Just to save on materials. I don't want to have to make more mortar yet. So we'll bring this down. Need a torch in here. Actually, realistically, I don't need a torch in here. You know what I need? I need my lantern in here. There we go. And this isn't going to be a permanent food zone either. We can figure out what to do with this room later. But for now, this is going to be something. So, like, it's just... Yeah, that's good enough. You'll see what I'm doing in a second. Repetitive. Maybe like this. Still kind of too repetitive, but better. That's what I'm worried about. How about... That one's like the well-maintained face, we'll say. Mostly. And I think this is just all, hopefully not cellar. So the plan, for the record, is you see these slabs? You can't place anything on these slabs because they technically don't count as whole blocks. Oh. Huh. Well, they look gross, so I don't care. What I was going to do was this. See? So then we'll have a room in here we can actually place hooks and meat hooks and things while still having enough space to move around. But at least that's the general idea. And then ideally we'll work on an actual food storage place and processing place once we get a windmill. And then we won't have to use our shitty little hovel anymore. Don't care if this is cobble. There we go. And then from there it's chiseling the ceiling, which actually I'm going to probably do with bricks. But I want to... We have these polished blocks. I might as well make the floor polished. It's a very fancy room, you see. Also, it'll double as the safest room in the house in case of emergency. We can keep the cooking and stuff up there so we don't have to worry about it. But food storage, like long-term storage, is down here. Yeah, look at this. Now this is a fucking room. And then I made this out of polish, but we should probably just like I don't know. Maybe polish might Polish does look good. Might just do it out of polish. Hold on. Let's see. See how it looks connected. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, I think I'll go with that. Here's the one problem. Doing lots of chiseled blocks in Vintage is a pain in the ass. I could go make us chisel tools. There's a mod for it. It's probably one of the best mods that's been ever made for Vintage that adds a bunch of tools for chiseling and different things, but for now, I think we don't need it. Yet. There we go. Like, normally you wouldn't want to cut polished rock because it has this, like, rough texture on the center, but I actually think it looks good with the rough. It kind of matches the actual cellar's aesthetic. And it doesn't... We don't have to sacrifice the wood floors up top, either. They just... It will count as stone for the purposes of this. We even cut some bits right there, too, so we can, like... Might need more, though. Like, it's hard to get. It's actually kind of cheap. Let's see. Like how we just incidentally made this. We go. And we could... Maybe we should just, like, turn these into slabs. Like, hold on. Like this. So it matches the rest of the roof. It does not. Huh? Maybe we could... Weird. Eh. Kind of don't like anything that's going on with this right now. I don't know why that one's being so peculiar. Either way, we need more polished blocks. Where is the polishing chisel? Did I put it back up there and nothing else? No. There it is. Yes, yes, I did. There's our last slab of andesite. We're gonna have to go get more andesite at some point. Probably sooner rather than later, but we're not in, like, super dire straits for andesite at least. I don't know how I'd get the same thing that's happening up there. Maybe take some wood, but I don't think we have any more aged wood slab. We might have some. Hold on. Oh, these are slabs? Try it with a bauxite slab, see if that works as like a filler material. Let's see. That kind of works. Okay, bauxite slabs work, and then we'll just filler it in right there. There we go! Look at this! Nice little professional cellar in here now. A real cellar. We can finally start moving all the shit that's right here. All this can go in there, and then we can move the tables, the querns. I'm probably going to knock this wall down when we get more brick. And just make this an extension to the house. So, gonna need to go get more andesite, I think. We have some andesite. Oh, that's the rain hitting the glass. I thought dirt was falling in the distance. But, just brick this. I don't know if I want to make this slabs. It does kind of work as slabs. Let's see. Ooh, maybe we could do, like... I have an idea. These need to turn into slabs again, but hold on. Yeah, that's kind of... I like that. Except for it doesn't actually line up over here. That's unfortunate. Hold on. We don't need the outer. Maybe we need the inner. Like that. Kind of like that now. I think I need to do a little bit more material in between, like this, like give it the sense that it's like a wall. You know what I mean? Yeah, look at that. I don't like how that's starting to turn out. You probably even shave, not that. Shave this down a bit. Yeah. That's... I don't really like how that texture repeating looks right there. I don't know. I kind of also would like to... Maybe... Nah, that makes it a little too uniform, I think. It's not actually like a big defense. It's just kind of this. You know what I mean? Oh, and these probably look a little bare. From the outside. Maybe like this? No. It's a start. I think it's a start of something. Kind of like how this design is. It feels a little bit more secure than just slabs, that's for sure. Then in here. Oh, the dreaded Rimpacabra. I guess let's first things first. We have to move our food. The real cellar. Should be a more efficient cellar too, actually. Yes. Just because it's not packed dirt. It's all stone technically down there. So stone tends to keep materials a lot longer. So like, okay, hold on real quick. 123. Versus down here. 128. It's actually just a much better cellar. And then we can also, again, get rid of this room. This still counts as a cellar, by the way. Right here, for example. So we don't have to worry about putting food in the living room anymore. The living room is secure. It's not as good of a cellar, but we can still keep food in there without having to worry about it immediately spoiling if we're going to use it. If that makes sense. So like right here, for example, we're going to use this, so we might as well just keep it. Also, I probably should have ran the ladder a little further up. This needs to be right here as a door, but the bone broth. Yeah, 3.8 years. I'm finally happy to get rid of this room. I have not liked this room. I mean, granted, we used it opportunistically. It's not really a cellar. It's just something we turned into a cellar. That we really, really shouldn't have in retrospect. Probably would have just been a lot better if we just built our own thing. But here we are. That's honey. Honey stays fresh, I think, indefinitely, so we don't have to worry about it. Technically, we could keep the honey up there if we're going to do processing with it, but... You know, we'll probably keep one up here. There we go. And we'll figure out proper, like, what we actually want down here at some point, but for now, it's just a matter of being able to finally get rid of this stupid fucking room. Because it's not, again, I don't want to clown on this room too hard. It's gotten us through thick and thin. It's just, it's not really that good of a room. It's sealed in dirt cube, you know what I mean? It's not actually that good. It's just kind of something we used because it was here. And we can do better than this. Finally, we can also get rid of this stupid wall. Ugh. Yucky orange! Free from the orange wall. The future is here. Of Ashlars. I think we're still going to keep this as some sort of room, but I don't know what we're going to do. Like, we could extend the other room. Like, we could knock the wall out right here and extend it forwards. Or we could make this like a processing room, like for cooking. I could build a little oven here. There's honestly plenty of options for what we'd want to do here. Or what we could do here is a better way of saying it. Unfortunately, we don't have as much ashlar as I would like, so for now, this is the start of it, I guess. Still counts as a cellar, and it's unfortunately still a fire pit room, but you know, it's doing its thing, I guess. It's here. We need proper candles out here too. We don't need this. I really like the idea of knocking out the wall and extending the room. That would give us a lot more space without being, well, as claustrophobic as it feels. Let's just experiment real quick. We have to trim that down. Yep, definitely have to trim that down. But like, you know what I mean? It still has this, like, divider that we could get rid of, but it doesn't count as a cellar anymore, unfortunately. But let's see. Yeah, it's not that big of a hit, realistically. Put the door here for temporary measure. I am gonna chisel out this. If we had more wooden slabs, maybe. We have one. All that time I didn't give a shit about aged wood, and now the one time I'm building anything with it. We have some. Okay, we can probably jank something together. Probably don't even need this, could just do. There we go. I do like there being a divider up here, though. Like a... well, maybe. I don't know, just to break up the room monotony a bit. Because we lose out on the wood floor, so maybe something like... we have these, right? Maybe we can just... chisel in. No, can we not? I've never actually tried to add chiseled materials to a chisel. No, okay, we can't do that. These are kind of useless then. You can't restore chiseled blocks, unfortunately. I wish there was a way to, but these are pointless. Oh, hello, Drifter. Goodbye, Drifter. Maybe we could do something else. Monsters fucking everywhere, as usual. We need more lights. What's our plan for more lights? I mean, this is definitely a sign that we need more lights in general. If we're getting things like this up here, even with candles and things. I have an idea. It's not a good idea, but it's an idea. Time to make candles, I think. Temporary building chests, because the other chests are getting full. Where is it? So how much is a candle, per se? Might have to just start panning for them again. It's 3 beeswax? Ugh. Heat and rope is definitely cheaper, but it's not like we have seed oil lying around. We could get some. Not a lot, but we could get some. Lard? Hardened lard? How do we get hardened lard? Just simmering for fat? It's just fat and water. Okay, we could probably do the fat and water method. And then that would still take resin, which is much easier to get. The rope is expensive, and the peat. So we're going to have to go hunt peat. That's on the agenda. Actually, for once, go after peat. Let's store all this crap. This can go down here for now. Where's the adventure chest? Don't need the chisel on me. I like how we've taken a bed in the adventure chest this whole time just because I've had it and thought maybe it might be useful, but realistically we don't need to carry a bed. Need those flax fibers though. Actually, you made of flax fibers? Are you made of flax fibers? Nice. The beeswax method's technically cheaper. Not quicker. Well, it is quicker and a little cheaper. Might be worth just doing the beeswax method. How much do we have to burn? So it's limited by our flax fibers, so we can only make 8, and that would eat all of our comb. So we can make 4 immediately. Yeah, we'll make the 4 immediately. We have some rope. Thank you, game. I don't know if we need anything specific for this. We do have some peat lying around. Ironically enough, I think I'm going to use peat for this. This will make some quick that we can use. And then, where's our lanterns and clear quartz? Or sorry, our plates and clear quartz. We're going to make a bunch of spacer lanterns. I could make torch holders. We're not going to make torch holders yet. We're going to make lanterns because lanterns are cooler. Using these candles. And then I think we have 2 more candles in the house we can use. I'm getting real sick of drifters just appearing fucking everywhere. Despite us doing our absolute best to try and light this up. I need more candles in here too. But... like, come on! We just need more light everywhere. Like a shitload of light. Ideally, when we get more candles, too, we can place the chandelier somewhere that'll actually, you know, show it off. But for now, it's mostly just pointless. We can even make silver plates. We could go all the way and start plating all our lanterns in silver just to make sure. And I might just do that. Da 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 da. There goes all our plates. How much silver do we have? Not as much as I would hope. Okay, maybe not doing that. Yeah, let's see. Silver, gold, or electrum slightly increases the light radius. That's unfortunate. It would look good with gold. They're all mechanically the same, so... clearly there needs to be a lantern in, like, every fucking place. Like, right here. Even though there are technically little spacer lights right here, they're just not doing a good job. Like, maybe these need to go, like, right here. Like this. Copper lantern in here could probably be advisable once we finish the thing, but we have that light. Should be some peat supplies nearby. Rainwater fresh for a couple hours. Cheers. Oh, hey, we're starting to get cactus fruits. Eat one of these for healing, and so we're not starving. Where's that meat meal? Probably going to go after, can go there for now. This place is a mess. Ugh. Let's just quick and dirty clean this up a little bit. It's not totally a terrible fucking place to exist. There, that's better-ish. Better enough. These 2 beds. Just gonna set them up here in case we ever have somebody visit the server there. Basically, they can chill in here, and then down here is maybe ours. Maybe we could replace one of these. Or replace this one with ours. Gonna eep the night away and do our best to not deal with this. We have all the lanterns, sure, but I just don't want to set them up outside right now immediately. Need a lantern in here too. Could replace the torch holder in here with a lantern. That'll distribute light a bit more evenly. Watch your head on it though. You can see how the lantern light's a bit more white, like compared to the torch lights, like right here. It's much brighter in like a very nondescript light color. So, I mean, honestly, it'd probably be best if we have one in here too. Better. I'm gonna go after one of those peat deposits in a second. We know right back here definitely keeps spawning. Yep. Definitely keeps spawning chupacabras. That's probably good with a torch, like right here. And then maybe over here with a torch. This already has a copper lantern. The fact that things keep spawning back here is kind of a surprise. In the woodshed. They really shouldn't be. There's no reason for them to be spawning back here, but... I guess we could throw a lantern around here. Also move the shingles in there, too. Can I just, like... Worth a try. Might be because the shingles are actually interrupting the light. And who's... somebody messaging me? No. Thought somebody was trying to message me for a second. What do you think, chat? What do you think of the current state of affairs? I think we're getting there. Building our little crust zone. It's going. Here we go. And we'll... I'm going to potentially move these saplings real quick, just for the sake of it. These can get moved practically anywhere, really, like right here. Probably some over here. This is the hole. Plant one there for the funnies. Where is a peat deposit? I know there's a few that are close by. Well, that's Hyfert. We'll go for... I think we'll go for it. Throw some random saplings around here and there just to extend the edge of the forest a bit over time. Not gonna worry about starving. We'll probably find berries along the way. But I think I'm only heading towards this high fertility because I could have sworn there was a peat there that we didn't mark because I haven't been marking the peat. Could be wrong. There could actually be no peat there, but we do need the high fertility as well to keep building farms and things. We could venture into building a greenhouse. I don't think we're gonna need a greenhouse, honestly. It's too hot as it is. Like, we officially hit summer. It's warm. However... I'd rather have one and not need it than need one and not have it. You feel me? Also, because there's crops along the way, I'm going to start doing these. Where's a stick? Can I have a stick? please. Thank you. See if that trick still works. Or if it was just over there. Requires no block above. Yeah, no, it just doesn't work anymore. It was working before. I don't know, maybe there's just some freebies. No clue. Wait. What if I, like... Yeah, nothing. Again, it was worth a try, but, like, realistically, nothing we can do there. Am I getting 50 million fucking DMs? Oh, okay, no. For a second I was worried something was happening, but no. Just everybody hitting me up with memes. Thank you, Yenathan, for your memes. Very cool. We'll probably end up wrapping this one up soon anyway. We've done, honestly, quite a bit in terms of, like, building. Comparatively to the nothing we were doing before. Oh, there's flax. I know it probably won't work. I'm not deluded into thinking it's magically going to start working again. But it's worth a try, right? Where did it go? Where did I even throw that hoe? Hey, more berries. Like over here. Where did I throw it? Where did I throw that thing? Is it just gone? I kind of just mindlessly threw it away, and I'm like, oh shit, we kind of need it. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, we don't really need it. Man. Not getting shit from that anymore. That sucks. I seriously wonder why we were still kind of able to before. 4 days. We're gonna anything that's flowering or anything that's already like producing, we're just gonna take. I think that's a safe option. Is there nothing? There it is. You can make terra preta out of this. That's nice. Sunflower's done. None of the sunflowers are done. Turnips. Blessed be little turnips. I should build more crates so we can start doing juices too. Juices are going to be a good way to stay hydrated while also getting like juice in our meals. Same if we start making like gelatin and things. We have access to lots of gelatin. Oh, okay. Lots of gelatin, so should just start using that as we need it. Makes for good heals too, but it's mostly for food preservation. We could probably make some copper plates and start doing pies. Like, I have the stone oven mod. We could use that to, like... You know what? We need walnut. Just while we're here, it's faster. We could do stone oven and start doing some of the oven stuff. Like pies and breads and fruits and all that fun stuff. Like stuffed things. Technically breaded stuff if we knew how to do that. A part of me really wishes that trick still works so I could just, you know, magic my way into more crops, but we must learn to crutch without it, unfortunately. Could have sworn... I could have sworn there was some peat around here. I thought I saw some peat around here 20 years ago, but... Could just be me hallucinating peat. To be fair, it's very nondescript. It's peat. Oh, whoops. Whoever goes, oh boy, I need peat blocks. Yum, peat blocks. That's what we need. Blocks of peat. If only I had infinite peat right now, then my colony would be successful. Oh me, oh my, if only there was some peat around. Oh, these are white currants. White currants kind of suck, at least for berry purposes. They're very rare and they perish very quick. However, free berry. Oh boy. Can I steal his? No. They're just food. Just lets us have some. He hasn't stolen anything. Okay. Flax. Okay. I mean, at the very least, we're getting some things while we're out here. Walnut trees, random, just odds and ends while we're adventuring around, you know? Plant some of these walnut seeds around. Oh, there's a few. Slowly reforest this area would be nice. Because it's kind of a mess. Throw some oak trees around, just in case. I was hoping some of the sunflowers would be done. Sunflower green's actually really good. But, yeah, they're still going. That's growing. Where is any of the peat? The one time I need it. I know there's a bunch of peat over here. There's some over here, like a shitload, but I was hoping there'd be some over here. Ah. I was hoping I didn't hallucinate peat over here, but it looks like I did. White currants? No. There's no reason for us to not have a bunch of bushes near the house, at least. You're wondering why I'm nabbing every single bush in a 3-mile radius. Oh yeah, there's the fire clay. If we ever need more fire clay, there's some around here. Been a bit since we checked over here. Is there anything in here? Did I ever check this spot? See if there's anything interesting. I doubt it. But far be it from me to not check Undertale holes. Oh. Oh. Oh shit. Forma de los Undertale. Anything good? A door and some Jonas parts, and that's about it. That's plumb it. Metal parts, ore, lots of ore, We don't have the adventure chest. We're gonna have to come back. We don't have the adventure chest. That sucks. Cool that that's there, though. I mean, I'll remember it's there, maybe. Probably. But something's trying to slap at us. I think it's just that guy. Thought I heard something else down there, too, but... Oh, come on. Do you have anything useful for us? That's something. Our flax fiber supply at this point is mostly just relying on drifters. We have, like, some that we're getting, like, naturally, but it's mostly just drifters. Right by the fire clay. I'll just put a star and be, like, evil. evil and fucked up and shit. Where is the peat? There's gotta be peat. Is it south of here? Is the peat over there? Get some peat and make some candles, and then we'll call it there. Because I kind of want to do some other stuff today. Oh, there's a ruin. Well, no, we already found this ruin. Found this ruin a while ago, actually. This is some fire clay. Need to know where the peat is. Okay. I think there's some peat somewhere around here. There's bees. Bees for sure. Onions. Hi, wolf. Leave me alone. Leave me alone and you'll live. Nope. You woke up and you chose violence, and so now you die for it. All you had to do was just not do that. You just didn't have to do that. You could have just chilled. Could have just chilled out. We'll make jerky out of this. We're leaving the pelt. I don't care about the pelt. Unfortunately for that wolf, I do not give a single fuck about the pelt. I don't care about the flax grain either, realistically. And our inventory is just filling with random slop. It's kind of the common thing at this point. If I'm not carrying a chest on my back, it's just filling with garbage. Should take a mining bag with me and like start swapping out this linen sack for like a real bag. If we had any like, well, we need a pulverizer and like steel, but I was gonna say sturdy leather is gonna be a dream come true. There is no peat. I could have sworn there was some peat around here. I know there's peat deposits here. You can kind of see them on the map. Again, I was hoping for just more deposits. Oh, hi. You chose violence too. Yeah, you leave. I'm sorry. Die. I mean, I did probably scare him, realistically, but, you know, not my problem. Eat the fat. Don't care about the pelt. Sorry, your pelt is kind of worthless to me. Your bones are pretty good, though. We need those bones. Need your bones. Give me your bones. More wolves, great. And Fox is just chilling out here. Hello, Fox. Where is the peat? Where'd the peat go? I didn't even care about getting the peat until right now. I don't even know where all the peat went. Just want a little bit of that peat. Damn. Damn, I say. Just some delicious, nutritious peat. And if you know there's berries in my inventory, you should just let me stack them. Even if it'll turn them into garbage berries, let me just stack the berries. I'm carrying the berries. Like, come on. These are new berries, too bad. What did I mark in green here? This is peat? And we have no inventory space? We're gonna come back. It's a quick run back home. We'll come back. Empty out all the random shit we're carrying. Come get the peat. Bring back the peat. Make some candles. Stop the stream. Go do other things. Huh? Um, okay. Just gathering all the bushes. At this point, technically, we could just start planting berry bushes everywhere. We can make seeds for berry bushes. It's probably a good idea, realistically, but I kind of don't want a part of the forest covered in berry bushes. Those are hogs. Is he going to hunt these hogs? These are my hogs to hunt. No, he's just chilling. Okay, I don't care. He's just eepy. Hello, fucked up tree. Lots of wolves starting to make their appearance known. Wolves weren't as common before, but they're starting to just kind of show up everywhere now. Like, okay, there was like one or two. That means the bears might show back up. And we could probably fight the bears at this point, like realistically. Bears aren't that big of a deal. Talking about stealing berry bushes reminds me of Tinker's or berry bushes. They never worked, in my experience. They never fucking worked. Love those things, but they never worked. Here, we'll just plant berry bushes wherever we want, frankly. Do I care that it's a mess? No. This is just the berry zone now. Ah, yes, and food can go in our newly made storage vessels. Well, they're not newly made storage vessels. Newly made cellar. Look at that. Fresh for 11 days. Not bad. Not the best, but not the worst. Seeds. Do we have anything we can plant right now? I don't think we have any open space over here. Like, to plant anything, but, like, maybe. If we do, I'll plant, like, a flax there. A flax fiber. And, yeah, doesn't look like there's any more space. Nope. I wish you could store seeds on the ground. Surprised you can't store seeds on the ground. Oh, is that a spot where demons are spawning? Oh, thank you for letting me know, Mr. Drifter. How about, like, right here? Thought this would be a stopgap enough, this torch, but you know what? I think we just need another lantern. Well, honestly, maybe if we throw it, like, over here facing the dark side, it'll cover this. Maybe, like, a lantern over here, too. Should be enough? Emphasis on should? But... okay. Let's just store this away. Store this, that's technically, yeah, that counts, I guess. Tool racks can go up here, because I don't really care about putting them back there yet. Wow. Seed can go in the farming zone. Okay, the farming chest is kind of a little packed at the moment. Yeah, farming chest, the flower chest is now the de facto farming chest too. Fibers, that. Okay, can't store any fibers in there. Bones? Store bones in there. Oh. Yeah, the guy part. Now let's go finally deal with... Can I store honeycomb on the ground? No. Let's go finally deal with making some candles. Also, since we're right here. No, don't eat it, you idiot. Well, there goes one that we just ate. That sucks. That actually really sucks that we just ate it. And, we have all this rainwater here. Is this rainwater still fresh, or is it expiring? It's spoiling. Dude, there's, like, fresh rain falling right now. Can I, like, boil? I mean, I'm gonna have to boil this at some point, but here. Let's do our rainwater chore. And just... I don't care if it's spoiling at this point. It's crazy because the barrel's supposed to be able to get rainwater too. Because it uses the, like, food spoilage system, and it's like... I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense that it's slowly starting to spoil, but, like, that seems kind of... Seems kind of cheap to me. Oh, hey, we have the shears on us, you know, and I'm just gonna go trim these bushes so they don't become a problem. I want to actually be able to see over these hedges, thanks. You see what I mean? Like, look at that. Oh yeah, I just noticed the ore bushes that only work in the dark for some reason. Yeah, I absolutely detest those things. They were dumb. Cool idea, dumb execution, if that makes sense. How's the pig things going? Still Pregante. Piggante, I guess. One of the other things we should really work on in the Kobold Zone is like a well. I don't really know how... Like, we know that there's aquifers around, but we haven't even bothered to... We have so much fresh water around here, there's no real point in us going and getting a well, but at the same time... It would probably be, in some universe, advisable for us to get a well up so we can actually, like, you know, deal with it. Maybe also get more pigs. There's lots of pigs around. I know there's wolves and shit, but, like, we've just passed by, like, 3 or 4 wild hogs. We could just go slap them and aggro them into the, like, the hog zone. And then whenever shit gets bad, like, oh, we need meat, you know? The emergency hog deployer. Quick, deploy hogs! These hogs need to be squeezed into fucking meals. Don't worry, commune. As the leader kobold, I have some hog slop for you. We've saved you guys some hog slop. Merry Hogsmas. Oh, those are multiple wolves. Yeah, and they're confident now because there's multiple of them. You're not going to win this. Even if it... Yeah, your buddy just kind of abandoned you. Hey. Die with honor. You just whiffed. She just whiffed. Like, totally whiffed. Sucks to suck. So it's a male and female wolf. I kind of wish, again, I wish Vintage had some form of vanilla wolf taming. There's a mod for it, but it's very, and I say this, very, very crusty. And not in a, haha, this is redeemably crusty, more in like a, this is super crusty, and this should have been, like, taken out back. You know? Come here, wolf. Wow, this one actually got some hits in. Lots of wolves starting to make themselves known. It's like not redeemably crusty, it's just crusty in that it's been around for years, so it's just kind of a mess. I really hope somebody replaces it or we get a vanilla version at some point. Let me just do this so we can actually see. All the hypothetical Pete YouTube comments are gonna make me eat my words here, and that we actually need Pete for once. For once, we need Pete blocks. Why they only stack to 32 for some reason? The world may never know. Why they have block instability? The world may never know. Why the peat isn't just like clay and doesn't have gravity. But like the clay can kind of hold itself together. I imagine peat moss being a moss that binds in fucking dirt that's known for clumping would, you know, kind of be immune to gravity in the case of the game. You know, people use peat mosses and amend them for their, like, flower pots and shit to help retain water. I mean, that's slowly being phased out for more sustainable options, but besides the point. Peat is, it's known for clumping. I imagine its structural rigidity with a giant deposit like this would be much higher than that. Wow, we're just gonna, like, burn through this whole deposit, huh? It's not, it doesn't seem like it's a super big deposit. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, no, game, please don't crash while we're getting peat. No! Don't make me get more peat! No! Don't do it! Please, game, we have so much to live for, like not getting peat moss. Oh, it's so fucking over. God damn it. I mean, we'll probably end up wrapping it up there anyway. Let me relaunch it and see how fucked we are. But that's kind of a perfect chance to just take the game out back, you know? We pray that autosave got us. I know when nobody got us, autosave got us. Anytime now. Save load time is getting longer. I put in bricklayers into this pack thinking it would actually be super useful, but the more I use it, the more I'm like, it's a lot of unoptimized bloat that just doesn't really work too well. Makes me sad. I can't, like, rip it out of the save easily. Like, it relies a lot on expanded matter and things, but, like, it's never a good idea to rip things out of a save. But I got bricklayers thinking, oh, we'll make tons of cool bricks and do stones and shit, but I'm just like, the more we play with it, the more I'm like, man, we haven't really done anything with bricklayers. We haven't really gotten to a point where we could... I mean, we could get into, like, glazes and ceramics. It's just, it's almost impermeable in the way that I don't know how yet, and it just feels like I'm wasting RAM on it. It is contributing pretty significantly to the RAM for this pack, for the record. The pack runs at about 6-7 gigs of RAM, right? Without it. With bricklayers, we're like 12 to 15. Because it's just loading everything into RAM. That crash, for the record, did not happen because we were out of RAM or anything. I got 32 gigs. That just kind of happens with soil instability, I think. But it just really sucks. Oh. Nice, there we go. Oh, come on. Yeah, you can see where these, are little... peculiar, these chunks. I'm assuming this is just a visual bug. Gonna fill our inventory on peat, and then we're getting the fuck out of here, heading home, and then wrapping it up. Again, I seriously don't know why peat has soil instability. If clay doesn't have soil instability, peat shouldn't have soil instability, you know what I mean? It just does not make sense that the material known for being relatively put together is, not. I can't see if there's anything under here. this is a pain. We're almost there. I think we have actually almost cleaned out this entire deposit, too. Which, I mean, fair. It's not a massive deposit. It's just a deposit we happened to notice a long time ago. Okay, maybe there's more. God, here comes the lightning again. We have fire from lightning turned off now, so we don't have to worry about it. In case anyone's curious. The lightning is starting to crave violence, though. Like, the lightning sounds pissed. Pissed at my peat slander, probably. How dare you not like peat? It's the best material in the game. Die. See? It's just confirming it. Okay, well, let's get the fuck out of here. We got peat. We got way too much peat. Got more peat than any man should ever need. Glad we made that peat crate. It's gonna come in handy. It's the only time I'll ever say, glad we made that peat crate, but... the peat enjoyers will finally get their due. What time is it? It's like 3:30. Like a 4-hour session isn't too bad. I mean, we've been doing like 7 or 8s, but I will not complain about 4. Oh. Wolf tried to like yump at us and then fucked up the yump. From here. You know, I know it's supposed to be like a fur coloration, but it almost looks like he has like rot. Like he's been infected by the rot. I mentioned that before. There's like rot wolves and shit in the lore, so I don't know why. I want to see more rotted animals. I want to see more like monstrosities. We'll just store all this peat, store the meat, fat, and then we'll wrap it up. Nice that we can see the light of the fucking, well, everything from far away. In today's episode, collected way too much peat. Let's see. Grand total of... well, let me just do this. This will make it easier on us. You'll see why. There we go. Grand total of... 610 peat bricks. I doubt we will ever need peat ever again. Probably. Maybe. Assuming how fast we actually burn through this peat. Leave that in there for now. Okay. Well, my name is Arco. If you're checking out the archive, check out the Twitch stream. If you're checking out the Twitch stream, check out the archive. Hit the follow button, please. I beg. I will evaporate if you don't. It'll make me very sad. I will just literally instantaneously evaporate. That's how it happens, you know? That's how it happens. So, yep. Next episode, we'll build more things. I hate the noise that makes. That's awful. I didn't expect it to make like a wet, like... Okay, see you later. Bye. See you later. Here, last bit of juice. Nice. See you later. Goodbye.